cannot say what's wrong or right.
No.
It's not hard to fool me.
No.
'Cause I'm addicted to the good life.
Yes.
Yeah. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say
No.
where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Ooh, susceptible now before the moment flies. It's not a problem,
No.
'cause I know what I'm getting into.
Yes.
Yeah, and nothing can stop me,
No.
'cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now before the moment flies. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is a wonderful, wonderful Thursday evening here in Cali, Colombia. I hope that is a wonderful Thursday and or Friday morning, depending on where you are in the world, where you guys are located. Glad to see you guys here. Let's get some intro music going. We got a great topic tonight. We have a video that's going viral right now. It's like a 10-minute video, but you know I was able to expand it. And it is a sister. And I'm talking about, I've heard sisters correct and put sisters in check, from Danica Marie all the way to Crimson Cure, all the way to Sixth Goddess. Shout out to Pink Books Lessons, as well as our girl DD and other ladies that are out there, such as Chantel Simone. But this sister in 10 minutes put women in check in a way with stats and facts more than I've heard all those women combined. I mean, she went in. She is tired. And there are women that are in the United States that are tired. Ladies, I know this intro is mainly to the men that are here, but I know some of you ladies are going to listen later on. Let me bring the music in. Ladies, there are men that are tired. And you attack men, especially men of color. We kind of shun it off. We joke about it. We make videos about it. We even make money off of it. But we're tired. We're tired of you lying about because you have degrees, that as if you're making the most money when you actually have the most college debt. We're tired of you acting as if in corporate America, you're making more money, but statistically you don't make more money than men do. We're tired of you saying that you ladies want equal rights, but when it comes to getting out here doing equal jobs, such as roofing, such as construction, such as fire, such as military. You don't want it to be equal then when it's time to do jobs that don't have air conditioning. We're tired of you trying to turn us into the simps that you only want after you have several children. Tired of it. We're tired of the accusations that we hear. If you with that white woman or with that Latin woman, you must don't love your mama. Tired of that. Tired of it. We're tired of you talking about the Cheesecake Factory. We're tired of you talking about we hit you with a brick. We're tired of it. Ladies, we're done. You wonder why men are getting their passports and why some men may not be getting their passports but going on monk mode, or some men don't even want you for sex anymore. They're tired. Now, when it comes to us, it doesn't matter. We're men. We're just ramblers. We're just talking. We're emotional. We don't understand you. We're jealous of you, right? That's what you say, right? You don't need us, right? You don't need men. But you know who also tired of you? And are really, really fed up with your behavior and your statements and your childishness and your lack of accountability? Your fellow women. And the parade of women is getting larger and larger who are getting tired of you ladies that come with this Miss Independent. I don't need no man. I don't need no family. All I need is my dog and my cat. Women are tired of you. Women are tired of you making it bad on the dating scene for them. They're tired of you making it bad in the churches, in the synagogues, in the mosques. They're tired of you. They're tired of you being co-workers with you as you run off at the mouth and you're embarrassing yourself. Women are now tired of women. And the groups are growing. If you don't want a man, cool. If you don't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory or to Applebee's or to Fridays, cool. But there is a growing sentiment of women that are tired of hearing your mouths talk about using men in exchange for sex. Now, when us men say that it sounds like prostitution, you say it isn't. But there are other women out there that are tired of you using your loins in exchange for funds, and men assuming that they move the same way when they don't. They're tired of you. So you can mock and look down on us men that have given our 2 cents when it comes to your behavior patterns, whether it was pre-Kevin Samuels or doing the 40 years that from Oprah and Sally Jesse Raphael, Ricky Lake, Montel Williams, when you all criticized us for 40 years. And we may have only had the microphone for only 4 years, ladies, maybe 5. And you may be upset with what we have to say. You may not agree with us. But the question that we have tonight, what do you say to your fellow sisters that are letting you know that they're tired of you too? What do you tell your sisters when they tell you they're done with your ratchetness? When they tell you don't stand next to me anymore. You don't represent me anymore. How you vote, how you behave, how you act is not parallel to how certain other women are acting. What do you say to those ladies? It's easy to put us down, but tonight we're going to hear from the women that are saying, yes, we are also tired of modern women too. Shout out to all you guys that are here with Andre and Andres Love Crossing Borders. We've got 36 in the field thus far. Shout out to all you guys that are here, man. We got a great topic tonight. Before we even get started with that, guys, we're going to do a update in regards to what's going on with the Floyd Wallace case. We know that Floyd was arrested in Brazil. We're going to hear about what they charged them with. So what was Floyd charged with? We're going to hear about that tonight, as well as we're going to hear about tonight what's going on so far. We have a news headline straight out of Brazil that came out late February, mid-February. So just a couple of weeks ago, they were able to let us know what's taking place with Floyd's case, what he was actually charged with thus far. Are there any conspirators that they're looking at? We're going to talk about all that before we get started after the shout out. Shout out to all you guys that are here tonight. Glad to see you gentlemen here. Now let me go back over here to the shout outs with the intros. And thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate all the support that you guys give by way of PayPal. Appreciate the super chats that come through. And we also want to let you know that we appreciate you guys and we love you for supporting the channel by clicking the like button, by subscribing to the channel, by watching from Andrea's channel. We appreciate that, guys. We really do. This is a family, a group channel. It is not just about Andrea. We're just on the title. It's all because of you guys that this is going on. And we thank you tonight also for supporting by way of super chats, like we always, cash apps, because we always say, why give up 40% of your money to YouTube by way of super chats when you know Andrea's going to read the comment section anyway. We appreciate the super chats. Do not get me wrong. But if you can tonight, once again, this is going to be a Cash App episode. And we appreciate you guys for doing that. Let's get started. Numero uno in the building. We got our boy Johnny in the building. Number one, first person that was here for the night, as well as my brother, Kenny Peoples. Glad to see that you're here, Kenny. And thank you, Kenny. I want to let you know that I appreciate anytime you send me videos, guys, especially my brother Kenny, because he's always sending me videos. T-Mac and all the rest of you guys are always sending me videos that I can piggyback off of, or I can use that video to do a reaction to on this channel. I appreciate every time you guys hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, as well as emails that I get from my brother Kenny. Shout out to you. You say, shit, what else is new? Seriously. Women are tired. Women are tired of women. Just like we're tired of Pookie and Ray Ray misrepresenting us in other countries. Well, so it is when it comes to the ladies back home in the States. They are tired. There are women that want to have solidified relationships with many of you guys, but the women in the States have made it so ratchet, so independent, so feministic, that a lot of women in the United States are like, we've sat back quietly to see how this is going to pan out. I see our sisters are not acting like they got some sense. So now a lot more women are coming to the forefront and are telling the truth about how they are also tired, and they agree with the men with how a lot of these women are acting, whether it be child support, whether it be supporting you, whether it be loving you, whatever it is. These women are tired of how these women are behaving and embarrassing them. Once again, shout out to my brother in the building. He said, good evening, Dre. Did you check your email? It was something about a futon was crashed. Okay, I saw that come through, Kenny. I didn't get a chance to check it out because I was doing my homework with Theo Wall. Shout out to our brother Theo, one of the supporters of the channel. Appreciate him. Tevin the King in the building. Shout out to Tevin being here. Tevin says, greetings, Andrea and Andrea. He also says, good evening to everyone in the chat. Please make sure that you smash that like button. Yes, sir. And our first super chat for the evening, coming from my brother David. Hey, Dave, you sent me an email the other day, I think it was yesterday, about a particular video. Let me do some homework on that, see if I still have that one. On a particular one you were asking about. Let me see if I still have that one. Those video clips. Anybody, anytime, guys, I want to let you guys know, this is a reminder. Anytime you see me do these video clips, these montages, and you want to use it for your YouTube channel, or your TikTok channel, or you want to cut it up into YouTube shorts, just send me an email and I'll send it off to you. Any episode. Now, if I don't still have that copy of that episode, that's one thing. But if you see me do a video in the like tonight, if you see that whole montage, you're like, hey, I like to use that for my channel, send me an email. I'll send it to you, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I am one of the most non-funny style content creators out there, to where a lot of content creators will come up with a topic and they want to hoard it for themselves so they can go viral. Bro, I've been doing this for 7 years, man. You're going to have some good years on YouTube. You're going to have some trash years on YouTube. You're going to get back on top on YouTube, and then you're going to have some good years. Then something going to happen and go get... I know YouTubers that had over 2 million subscribers lose their channel. YouTube and scrapping channels like crazy over the last couple of years. So we're here to support each other. Men supporting men, like SM, like my man AMS. I mean, ASMS. Shout out to that brother. A man supporting men. So yeah, I'll definitely check that out, Kenny. I mean, David. He said, Dre, I'm not sure that you got my email, but I screenshot. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Let me look through, because that was a video that I think we did a while back or a few weeks ago. So let me look in there and see if I have that particular one. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Thanks for sending the screenshots too, brother. Shout out to my brother, Kings and Dreams. Let me know which one you're talking about, Jay. I thought I sent you the one with the Blasian ladies. I thought I sent that one out to you. If it's a different one, let me know which one it is so I can get off to you. Let me know which one it is. Yeah, guys, I ain't funny style like that. What's the use of me spending all these hours making a montage of videos, and then I'm only going to use it like maybe once or twice in a year? Why not share it with all you guys that want to make content too? So shout out to all you guys out there. Let me scroll down a little bit further, giving the shout outs, of course, to David Dice, who was here just a moment ago. And let me scroll down. We got Don, aka Don JP, in the building. Good evening, everyone. Andre and chat family. Andrea says, thank you guys for your prayers. Each day she's getting better and better and better. So shout out to you guys. Your prayers are working. He said, on Andrea's channel to help with the views. Yes, sir. Shout out to all you guys that are watching from Andrea's channel. I am going to drop the link for those that want to watch from over there. It's the exact same show, so you're not missing anything, but you are helping Andrea by way of the views. And Don is over there by himself. So guys, show some love by watching the same live stream from over on Andrea's channel. I'm about to drop the link right now so you guys can show some love, show some support to your girl, Andrea. Yes, sir. Shout out to 313 Nate.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Yes, sir. The Detroit boys. We're in the building. You know how we act when we get in public. Yes, sir. Shout out to Fritz being here as well. He said, I'm glad I'm able to catch one for sure. He said, been on the team. He said, been on this team. He said, been on team replay the past few weeks. Hey, I'm on team replay myself. If you guys ever wondered, and I mean this, if you ever wonder if I watch the shows, I do. I sit up there and laugh just like y'all do. I'd be like, I can't believe I said that. That was funny. I watch, listen, do not think I just sit back and create content and I don't watch my own content. I'll sit up there. I may be at the gym listening to it. I might be just going for a walk and listening to it. I might be at a bar having some drinks and listening to it. Shout out to my brother Terrell and my other brother who's down here right now. I was able to hang out with those guys and have a couple of beers before I came to the live stream. So yeah, I listen to the live streams as well, man. I laugh, and so a lot of time I'm on the replay crew too. Shout out to the replay crew. Shout out to Kenny Ford in the building. Hello to everyone. Yes, sir. Make sure you please hit the like button when you come in. If you guys don't mind doing that, we appreciate that, as well as doing the same thing over on Andrea's channel. Shout out to my brother E. Perry over on Andrea's channel, Don, aka BJP, who's over there first. Shout out to Poor Man 313 over on Andrea's channel, and Chris. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much. That's all I'm talking about. A men supporting men. Shout out to you guys. And Pharaoh says this. Pharaoh says this. Ishmael. He say, yo, Andre, you want to feature my Kevin Samuels on? I do. You did a good job on that Kevin Samuels, man. I wish it was like maybe a 30-second or 1 minute segment. That was really good. I sat back and bruh, you can make a whole channel with that. You can make a whole Kevin Samuels animated channel. Nobody's thought of that yet. I guess I brought it on YouTube. I guess I'm saying it right now. So as soon as I saw yours, I said, man, somebody had enough sense to take Kevin Samuels content and make it into animated. Oh my God. Like you did it. So if there's a way that you can make 15-minute segments, bruh, and then make them into shorts, you kill a game. Anybody. So I'm throwing that idea out there. If you can make animated Kevin Samuels content, take the audio from the original content and turn it into animated, some of you guys might tell you. Shout out to you, Pharaoh. That was a great idea, man. Yes, sir. I would love to showcase that. Let's scroll right here. Let me make sure I got everybody. Got Zeta in the building. Glad you're here, as well as Nick being in here. Good evening. Glad you're here, both of you brethren. Let me make sure I got everybody else. Scroll down. Yeah, and the brick lady lied, didn't she? So tired of being lied on, man. Shout out to Will Stewart being in the building. He said the music is killing me. Talk your talk, Dre. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know when I see marching orders. Yes, sir. Shout out to Class 7. Yes, sir. In the building. Salute to all you guys. Glad to see you here. He said I'm dying laughing with the background music. Oh, hey, you know I had to come with the movie somber music. You know I had to come with that. Yeah, he said the James Bond producers. Yes, sir. Shout out to my uncle in the building, Ghostface. Yes, sir. Glad to see that you're here, man. Giving shout outs to the other brethren, as well as E-Man Perry being here. What up, though? What up to the Detroit boys?
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Play with. That's another one of the Detroit boys in the building. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Isaiah being in the building as well. Glad to see you're here, my brother. Salute to the brethren and salute to you as well, Isaiah. Glad to see that you're here. And all the way in East Asia, shout out to all you brothers that are out there in the Philippines, such as Ronin Travelers. Shout out to all you brothers that are out there in Thailand, Japan, China, Mongolia, India. Shout out to all you guys that are out there that are enjoying Cambodia, as well as enjoying Indonesia, as well as Malaysia, and all the rest of those islands. Glad to see that you guys in Thailand are having a good time as well. Good morning to you, gentlemen. In other words, good morning. I am collecting data, is in the building. Glad to see you're here. He says, salute to the brothers in the chat. Andre, salute to you as well, sir. Salute to you as well. Glad to see you gentlemen here. You guys are making my night, man. Already. We ain't even got started yet. Y'all are making my night. Appreciate you, gentlemen. Let's scroll down. Yeah, but I definitely got your email, Dave, and I saw that screenshot too. I know exactly what you're talking about. Shout out to Dirk in the building, Dre and chat family. Glad to see you're here, my brethren. Let's scroll down a little further. Make sure we got everybody. And we got Andre Craig. Now we can get started. We got Andre Craig in the building. Yes, sir. We're doing something right. Glad to see you here. He said, yes, it's a channel that follows YouTube that took his channel because he spoke German and he's half a German. Oh, okay. I got you. I'm with you. Wow. So yeah, we're going to do the update regarding the news headline that came out just a few weeks ago regarding Floyd once we get done with the shout outs to see what's going on. Shout out to my brother, Official Kobe, the official one in the building. Shout out to Kobe being here. Glad that you're here. Did I miss Jermon? Shout out to Jermon being here as, oh, there you go. What's up, big bro? What's up to you, brother? I'm glad to see you're here. Glad that see you're here, man. Let me scroll down a little further. Thank you for all you guys that are supporting Andrea. Jermon is over there. That's supporting Andrea over on her channel. Once again, it's the exact same live stream. Shout out to you guys. And once again, tonight is the Cash App night, as well as other super chats and PayPals. And we appreciate everything, gentlemen. Let me scroll down. We got Poor Man 313 in the building.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Yes, sir. And shout out. We got to get a what's up to my brother Chris being in the building. Chris Jeezy, that is. Glad to see that you're here. My brother Rico is in the building representing as well. Jerron said, I'm here to pimp it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As well as shout out to my brother Kofa being in the building. Peace, gents. Peace. Yes, sir. Let me scroll down a little further. We got Bobby Coltrane of the Coltrane family in the year of our Lord, 2026. He's in the building as well. Glad to see Bobby here. Bobby says this, hello, gents and Andre. He said, we have 32 watching and only 20 likes. He said, Dre still haven't gotten that video. I thought I said, you talking about the Asian video, right? The one with the Latin and the Asian ladies? Let me know, Bobby, if that's the one. Because I thought I sent it off to you, man, because I sent it into a group. If you haven't received it, or if it's another video you're talking about, other than the Asian women, let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure, I keep a pen, and I'll get that over to you tonight. And you're going to be getting the email from, you're going to get, you and Kings and Dreams will be getting the email from WeTransfer.com. From WeTransfer. So when you see WeTransfer.com, that's the video of me that I'm sending you guys. Any of you guys, just for future references, when I send you videos like the montage that would like tonight or any other night, when I send you a video clip, WeTransfer.com, I pay for it on a monthly basis. They allow me to send large video files to you guys. That's why when I do a consultation with you guys, I'm able to record it and then send it over to you immediately. Or the next day, is because I'm able to send it through WeTransfer.com. So just let me know if that was the one, the Asian one, the video that we did last week with the Latin and the Asian ladies, or the Asian Latin ladies, in other words, if that was the one, or was the Blasian one. Let me know. Yes, sir. Subscribe to our brother Kofa, as well as Ronin Travelers and the other YouTubers that are here present. Shout out to all you guys. Let me make sure I got everybody. Scroll down a little further. Shout out to my brother Nick. Give him another shout out. And let's make sure. Shout out to Will H Money in the building. Yes, sir. And my brothers, I'm doing something right tonight. I got my brother Zay in the building. Salute to you, sir, as well. I got my brother Zay in the building, so I gotta be doing something right. Shout out to Charles B. Charles B traveling. That's what Charles B in Mexico, gentlemen. In Mexico. Salute to Charles. Enjoying yourself there, man. I ain't mad at you, Charles. I am not mad at you. As well as, let me scroll down. Oh, Paper Round is in the building. Paper Round stacked. Yes, sir. Glad to see that you're here, man. Yes, sir. Let's scroll down a little further. Let me make sure I got everybody. Oh, we got 63 in the building. No wonder it's taking so long to get to all you guys. Looks like I got everybody thus far. My brother Derek Wee in the building. Gotta show some love to Derek. He said morning all. That means he's over there in the same location where Ronin Travelers and all the other brothers are. Say morning all. Listening while I'm building more AI tools. Man, do it. I'm actually going to be working on my AI prompt certification real soon. So shout out to you, brother. And Mr. Darkest, the navigator that is in the building. He's in the building, gentlemen. Shout out to Mr. Darkest being here. Yes, sir. And looks like I got everybody. Looks like I got everybody. Shout out to all you guys that are here. Let's get ready to get started with this particular live stream, gentlemen. And if I missed you, blame it on my head, or at least my eyes, and not my heart. Shout out to all you guys that are here. I got to make sure I get Jay Anderson, the great that is. Shout out to you. He said, salute to the grown man chat. Another great live ahead of us. Yes, sir. Salute to you as well, brethren. Yeah, got to start that AI. We don't have a choice, man. Those of us that are doing cloud engineering and so forth, AI will be a part of our career portfolios. So shout out to all you guys. Let's get started. Let me change the music up. Salute to Ronin Travelers. Oh, he's talking to Derek. Let me get that off screen because that's between them and you guys can take advantage of it as well. Let's change this music up. All right, before we start hearing for what this sister had to say about how Black women are tired of modern women, or these independent women, or these selfish, self-seeking women. Before we get started with that, we're going to go to the video headline with our brother and see what's going on with him. In other words, what's going on with Floyd Wallace. This came, let me grab my glasses. Let me not even pretend like I can see it. Let me clean my glasses. Okay, so this came out just a few weeks ago on February, I believe it's 14th. Let me see. Oh, February 19th at 7:05 p.m. I translated to English. So this is a Brazilian newspaper. And they posted this. This is the latest, talking about what's going on with the brother Floyd. Of course, they talk about he was arrested in December. He was arrested in Brazil on suspicion of child exploitation. And it says right now, the public prosecutor of Rio de Janeiro has filed charges in court against the American tourist Floyd L. Wallace Jr., 30 years old now, accused of committing multiple crimes. Don't forget about that part. So it's not just one or two crimes, it's multiple crimes of sexual exploitation against children and adolescents. So do realize in Brazil, they do not consider children and adolescents to be the same. Children can be of one age, but then even adolescence is even younger. So he's got cases against him. Even if let's say he beats the adolescence cases, he still got to beat the cases against him against children. So let's say, hey, we could prove that he proves that nobody was under 10 years old. Okay, he feels like he's good, but now he's got to fight against it. Did he touch anybody over 10 years old up to the age of 18? So, and there are multiple cases against him. Here's another one that says sexual exploitation against children and adolescents in the city of Rio de Janeiro at different times. Notice this. We didn't know this before when he got arrested. They have been investigating him since 2022 and 2023. This is just coming out. We didn't know how long. Think about it. It's 2026. He got arrested in December of 2025. That means that they've been following him and his activities and doing homework on him. Now, he got caught by way of Uber. Shout out to Uber. But once they did their homework, they're like, man, this dude been messing with these kids for a hot minute. Once they kicked in the door, they were able to prove that this is not recent behavior. It says the complaint was filed on Wednesday, February 18th, through the 3rd Specialized Criminal Investigation Prosecutors, according to the MPRJ in Rio, prosecutor's office. Wallace attracted and induced vulnerable girls with offering of money, cell phones, and other goods. And we saw from the video when he was arrested. Now, for you guys that are just coming in, this is an article that came out just 2 weeks ago, giving us an update on the Floyd Wallace case. So we know that the prosecutors have already charged them. The prosecution also points out that in addition, enticement of victims already identified. So they've already identified victims. There are indications that the American may also have been involved in other children who have yet to be. He's not only under arrest, he's under investigation. He's not only being charged, he's under investigation. He's not only locked up. You know how, like, when they have a serial killer and they lock him up for the latest crime, and then they start investigating to see if he was involved in other crimes. That's what they're doing with your boy Floyd right now. Given the seriousness of the facts, the conduct that persisted over the years, not years, the concrete risk of flight, since the individual was a foreigner, the public prosecutor's office of Rio de Janeiro requests that the temporary arrest be converted into a preventative detention, meaning that he ain't getting out. They're gonna put him on R. Kelly lockdown. He ain't getting out like a P. Diddy. He won't be getting out. In total, here we go. In total, Wallace Jr.'s was charged with 4 crimes. Not just one, not just 2. This dude is at least, so far, with the prosecutor's office, charged with 4 crimes. 1, facilitating the sexual exploitations of minors, whether it be the child, what we saw earlier, child and or adolescents. So anybody under 10 and anybody over 10, he's looking at charges for both of those. Number 2, the rape of vulnerable persons. Yes, they look at, see, we look at it as exploitation in the United States only. But when somebody is underage and don't know how to give consent by way of law, it is considered that you crossed the boundaries. So that's number 2. The third, this is what they found on him also unauthorized recordings of nudity. So he's not just on the perverted side of the activity, he's also was recording and making money. Now, mind you, before we go any further, we as humans aren't stupid. Floyd was not making those videos for himself. We know, people in the United States, we know that these perverts work in packs. Floyd might have been the cameraman, but he had some dude that was buying the cameras, sending him money for this, sending him money for that, making sure he got the footage correctly, and then sent it through the dark web or wherever process that they use to keep it underground. So don't just think that he was doing this recording for himself. These videos that they found, these recordings that they found, we know were not just for his private collection. So what might come out is a bunch of other pervs that were involved as well. Let's continue on. So we looked at 3 of them: exploitation, the rape charge, the recording charge. Come on, Floyd. Goodness gracious, brother. And production and storage in regards to young children. So the fact that he produced it, recorded it, and stored it is a completely different charge within itself. All crimes stipulated in the penal code in the status of children and adolescents, in the statute, in other words, of children and adolescents, the ECA. So those who already know that Floyd was arrested late 2025 in December, his capture was made possible thanks to a complaint filed by a ride-hailing driver from Rio, which began to be investigated by Uber. Shout out to Uber for not taking for granted what that driver was saying, because a lot of corporations would have been like, "Oh, it's none of our business. That's a foreign country. Let it go." Fortunately, Uber did not take it for granted, and Uber called the local police. The investigation of Uber platform on December 8th that year. The driver intercepted the ride in this particular city or the northern part of Rio. Upon arriving to the location, two girls got into the back seat. This is what the driver was saying. He said, I was staring to realize that they were just children, that they were children. He said, when they were in contact with that person who requested the ride from them. So in other words, guys, this process had been working for Floyd and the other perverts who had been working with Floyd, because I don't believe that Floyd was doing this alone. If you followed, which we did when all this broke out, we showed videos of Floyd with his Utah or his Iowa YouTube channel. Floyd was getting himself, the YouTube channel was dedicated to Floyd falsely getting himself arrested to prove how unjust the system is in the United States. So Floyd was very well known in the United States as a content creator, whether you guys want to realize it or not, because he was getting so many arrests. He was making sure they were false arrests, and he was going across the country getting police officers to arrest him falsely. He had a huge following of white dudes. Now, I'm not saying white dudes are pervs. I'm saying based off Floyd's track record, Floyd has never worked alone. When Floyd started traveling as a content creator, was Floyd traveling by himself for the most part? No, he always worked with somebody else, whether it was latching on to our brother Austin, or whether it was latching on to this other brother, or latching on to that. He never did anything alone. Why would we think that he's doing something alone now? If he didn't do anything when he was doing the false arrest YouTube channel, and he had huge followers, and he had attorneys, I'm talking about Floyd had attorneys on his team. I mean, them white boys love Floyd. Y'all might not like Floyd. I might not like what Floyd has done, but I'm telling you, them white boys, when he was on YouTube in the States getting falsely arrested, proving how unjust the system was, them redneck white boys love Floyd. I didn't realize Floyd had at least 5 to 6 YouTube channels dedicated to him that he didn't make. That's how much rednecks love Floyd. That's how much they love Floyd. So when it comes to this, and I'm just doing hypotheticals, allegedly, because he hasn't been sentenced to anything, Floyd does not have a track record of working alone. He's not like Ace Live when Ace travels alone, or Check and Effect when they travel alone, right? Floyd has a track record of working with others. Then why would we think with this perversion that he's working alone? Do we think that he's recording and producing and storing all this for himself? No. There are some other people that are going to come out in this case. If you think Floyd, the only thing that'd be dumb for Floyd to do is go down by himself. That would be the dumbest thing for Floyd to do, is to go down with the ship by himself, instead of letting them know what other perverts are out there. So I hope that he exposes what other perversion is out there. So this is the Uber driver. He said that caught my attention. So I started asking them questions like, do you know where you're going? These are young ladies. And they said, no, we don't know where we're going. That's red flag number 1. That's when the alarm bell started ringing, he told Fantastico, which is probably the news, so forth and so forth. And then, of course, the driver started working. The driver started asking if the two girls knew the person. So they didn't know where they were going. So he said, do you actually know the person who requested the ride through Uber? He found out he found it strange to hear that they did. Two women laughed. He said, I deliberately went a little off topic, and he was already outside. So Floyd was waiting right there. You know what the problem with Floyd? He's probably did that allegedly did this several times, and it worked. He could call for young people to show up at a particular location, do what he needs to do, pay them off, send them home. If a lot of criminals know this, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. A lot of times criminals get caught because of patterns. Because of patterns. The police follow you. They know where you go to. They know where you eat lunch. They know where you hang out. A lot of times dudes get caught because of pattern. Floyd got caught because of patterns that he was using in Brazil. So he said, after I left them, I wasn't comfortable, wasn't completely comfortable. I had no evidence, no proof of a crime. But my biggest concern was this: did I leave 2 children to extreme danger? I can't continue my life without taking some action, he said. So, of course, he reached out to Uber. Uber lost the investigation. Once again, Uber conducted a prior analysis of this passenger's conduct. So Uber pulled up all of Floyd's records. Uber pulled up Floyd's records, and so be it. And found, this is what Uber found before they even talked to the police, and found that he was highly suspected of engaging in sexual exploitation and sex tourism. Let me come back to you guys. Did not Floyd say on his YouTube channel, I am a sex tourist? Did he not say that? Did not a bunch of these dudes that are on the run now or have ran back to the States, did not these dudes come on there talking about, you can buy this woman, you can buy that woman? Did I not say for the last 7 years, what's the biggest problem with male content creators? You Pookies and Ray Rays out there, what do I always say the biggest problem is? You talk too damn much. You talking too much got you in contact with the wrong people, Floyd. And now the wrong people financed you. And now the wrong people aren't going to prison. You are. And all you other pervs that have ran back to the States and ran to other countries. We know who you are. And the number one thing is you talk too much. We've been telling y'all for years, if you're going to do pay for play, cool. But what are you idiots doing talking about prices on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram? Y'all been doing that for years. And I've always wondered, what the hell is wrong with you men? You are literally talking about negotiating the purchase of a human being that it's illegal in many of these countries. Pay for play is out there in Thailand. Did y'all know it's illegal? Did you know pay for play is illegal in Colombia? Illegal. Let me clear my throat. Unless you are in a brothel or a strip club, pay for play on the streets is still illegal. It's just that Colombia is not a lock everybody up country. But it's illegal to pick a woman up in Parqueyeras and take, it's illegal. That's illegal in Colombia. It's only legal in strip clubs and brothels. That's it. And if you think I'm lying, look it up. Pay for play has always been, it's never been legal in Colombia, ever. Other than those 2 areas. Same thing with Thailand. But y'all think Thailand, these countries don't police like America polices. So that's why y'all ain't in jail for running off at your mouth. And the only reason Floyd and all these other creeps are starting to get arrested is because of this. Talking too much. And the reason why some of y'all on the run now, talking too much. And I'm glad. I've been saying it for years. Y'all talk too much. Y'all talk too much in the WhatsApp groups, putting your business out there when it comes to pay for play. You talk too much on YouTube and y'all got comfortable. How much did you pay for her? What the price is? Da. Then all you, this is the funny part. I'm not even coming at the dudes only who facilitated you guys with the price. I'm coming at you nasty motherfuckers that actually asked the price on YouTube channels. You was going on certain YouTube channels. How much is her, bruh? How much for her? Oh, bruh, here in Colombia, it only costs you. I'm coming at you dudes that be on WhatsApp. How much for her? Well, here it's only costing you. You dudes wouldn't be on the run if you knew to shut the fuck up. Floyd wouldn't be in jail if he wasn't being coerced by, because everybody know that Floyd is slow. So the right dudes got a hold of Floyd and say, hey, we'll help you make money if you do some creepy stuff. And he just walked into it. Well, they wouldn't have did that if Floyd wouldn't have been no type of dude that's talking about, I am a sex tourist. What the hell is wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all baited these dudes. I'm gonna say this again, because tonight's topic is not about this. Many of you dudes, black and white men, black and white women who like women, you baited these YouTubers, you baited these Instagrammers into telling y'all about prices. So it's not just them that were wrong, it was you too. Why do you think me and Andrea, when it came to women in Colombia and men in Colombia and any other country we went to, we stay in our motherfucking lane. We talk about relationships and relocation. You ever notice that? You ain't gonna get Andrea and Andrea not to be talking about relationships and relocation. I'll tell you, pay for play dudes, be safe, but that is it. I ain't telling you about where to go to, who you should get, how much the cost gonna be, this and that. If anything, if you hear me talk about it, I'm criticizing. I'm criticizing if you're putting yourself in a dangerous situation. But you would never see me talk about, no, yeah, and it was this amount, that amount. No, bruh. We stay in our lane. If you're gonna be on this, watching this channel, you're gonna watch a YouTube channel that's been in this lane from day one, and we ain't leaving it. That's why you ain't got me running from Colombia, running from YouTube, running from Instagram. We ain't ran from TikTok. You go to all our videos and it still talk about what? Two things: relocation and relationship. Even if I'm talking to you about the relationships that you guys have with women back in the States and women have with you, notice what I'm still talking about: relationships. 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 So if you think I'm gonna just put all this on Floyd and all the other creepy dudes alone, no, I'm putting it on all you dudes that sat back and you co-signed it. And you kept asking about price for this, price for that. What city should I go to? What country should I go to? If it wasn't for these creepy dudes, I'm gonna tell you something. How come y'all wasn't coming to Colombia like that when Ace Live was showing y'all for 3 years about coming to Colombia and enjoying yourself, with none of y'all coming? And I was his first, I wasn't even a content creator. I was the first person to hit up Ace Live when he was here way back in the day in Colombia. I was in his comments. I said, bruh, I live in Florida. I got Colombian friends. They've been pestering me because I go to other countries to go visit Colombia. Ace hits me back in my email. Come on through, Dre. You know, in the original 3 years with Ace, what none of you perverted dudes hollering at Ace. You know why? Because there was no way y'all was gonna get Ace to talk about the price for this, the price for that. You can buy a woman for this, you can buy a woman for that. He didn't feed off into that. Now the brother almost got 700,000 subscribers because he didn't feed off into you perverted motherfuckers. If he'd have fed off into that, he'd have lost his channel just like the rest of them dudes recently who have lost their channels. If we would have fed off into you dudes, there wouldn't have been an Andrea Wallace TV. It wouldn't have been a Love Crossing Borders, and anything else we would have tried wouldn't have been a Travel Unravel. None of that. If we would have stepped out of our lane and followed you thirsty motherfuckers that kept on asking us about strip clubs, how much is a woman? Where should I go for this particular woman? What country should I land in? Where's the country with the easiest women? All that bullshit. So if y'all thought y'all gonna come to this channel and I was gonna just talk about Floyd, I'm gonna talk about you motherfuckers that created the Floyds that are out there. You co-signed that shit. You co-signed Floyd, you co-signed a bunch of other brothers that now they done lost their channel, lost their revenue from listening to you motherfuckers. From listening to y'all. Hey, how much is this? How much is that? Where should I go? What country got the cheapest women? What country got this, that? You creepy motherfuckers. And I ain't got nothing against pay for play. I kid you not. I'm married. I'm a relationship dude. Even if I wasn't married, I'll have me a boo. I'm gonna tell you that now. I ain't no pay for play-ish type of dude. I ain't built for that. I tried it once or twice and I was like, this ain't me. I'm a saber-toothed tiger. I like to hunt for my meat. I like to hunt for my meal. I'm a saber-tooth. Got them big ass fangs for a reason. I'm 6'3" for a reason. I look good for my age for a reason. I ain't got to look good for this age and busting my ass in the gym just so I can pay for play. I could be a fat motherfucker and do pay for play. I ain't got to be hitting no gyms to look good for no women. If I'm gonna sit my ass up there and just pay for play, you might as well be a fat, out of shape, goddamn intestines tore up, diabetic motherfucker if I'm gonna do all that. All you need is some money in your pocket. You could be the unhealthiest motherfucker on the planet and buy some pussy. That ain't my world. Some of us are saber-toothed tigers. We like to hunt for our meal. We like the fact that a woman told all them other motherfuckers no, but they told me yes. That's us. That's Ace. That's Check and Effect. That's I Am Marwa, the African brother. That's why you couldn't get none of them dudes to come. And then suddenly, slowly but surely, I started notice you pervy motherfuckers coming down here with cameras to South America and recording. Oh, look at this. Look at Cartagena. Oh, look at this. Look at these women. Look at these women. And then your audience, you dudes, start saying, hey, Dre, how much, guys? How much for that lady? And what happened? What happened? It got out of hand. And now it's 2026. And now what they've been doing, because y'all talk so much on social media, they didn't just arrest Floyd. What else did they do? Here in Colombia now. They pulled out the angels list. And now for the last 2 years, it's been over 5,300 men that have been turned away from Colombia. Say this again. Because y'all talk too damn much and y'all creepy when y'all be asking them questions about how much a price is. And we've been telling y'all for years, shut up, keep your business to yourself, like the military dudes, like the white dudes, kept their mouth shut, kept their business to themselves, but all you creepy Pookie and Ray Rays came down here, and now they turning y'all black asses and white asses away before you can even get into Medellin. I'm gonna go to Cartagena. They ain't letting your ass in Cartagena. You think they ain't got technology to just pull your shit up and say, oh no, this nigga got turned away in Cartagena. We ain't gonna let in Medellin. We ain't gonna let his ass in here. You ain't gonna come to Cali. Cali is small enough that they gonna know who your ass is coming through the airport. You effed it up for yourself. And I know a lot of dudes that's watching the live stream, and oh fuck that, he dick watching. I'm telling you what I've been watching for the last 7 years. I've been here almost a decade watching our creepy motherfuckers. And now you can't even use the goddamn Passport Bro moniker with pride no more, because you creepy motherfuckers. It ain't us that fucked up the Passport Bro. It wasn't Aaron who created the Passport Bro moniker Facebook page. It's you creepy motherfuckers. You Pookies and Ray Rays throwing money in the air in DR, jumping all over goddamn, always getting drugged and robbed in every fucking country. You white dudes that get hustled and scammed in Philippines, in a motherfucking Thailand over some pretty pussy. You fucked the Passport Bro's name up. Fucked it all the way up. Doing creepy shit. That's the part that pisses me off. I bullshit you not. So Floyd, we just did my bad, gentlemen. I did not mean to go on a rant. I did not mean to do the rant. And I know I missed a lot of comments. But like this sister is going to be talking about tonight about women. She's saying tonight that not all women in the United States are created equal. Not all sisters act like other sisters. And I'm going to tell you guys now, not all of us brothers who got passports behave like the Floyd Wallaces and all them other YouTubers that scattered like roaches the last 5-6 weeks. Over the last, 2 or 3 months. Over the last 2 or 3 months, we've seen YouTubers scatter like roaches. We've seen YouTubers lose their YouTube channel on a regular basis. And I'm going to tell you something. I am not mad at YouTube for taking them pervs down. I am not mad. Them your brothers. Them ain't my brothers. Jesus said, my brothers are those, my brothers and sisters are those that do the work of the Lord. That's what Jesus said. Who's your brothers and sisters, Jesus? Those that do the work of the Lord, my brothers and sisters. Everybody that's my skin folk ain't my kinfolk. So y'all can sell that to somebody else in the United States. You FBA dudes, sell that to them. But as for us out here in the real world, not that plantation, everybody your skin folk ain't your kin folks. It's some perverting motherfuckers out there. And some of y'all be wondering why Andre, when I come to Cali, Andre, I ain't see Andre. I ain't talk to Andre. Motherfucker, I ain't trying to be around you. Everybody that landed Colombia, I do not fuck with everybody. If I see you, guarantee I fuck with you. If I don't see you, it was on purpose. It was not a mistake. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. If you come down to Cali 5 times and I ain't see you, or somebody that I know haven't seen you, motherfucker, that was on purpose. That was not a mistake. That wasn't a happenstance. I do not fuck with everybody, because I know some of you dudes are perverted, creepy motherfuckers. That's so serious. So serious. Let me shut this down so I don't interrupt the Wi-Fi. But we're going to end it right there with our brother Floyd. I'm going to come to the comment section because I want to hear what you guys have to say. Shout out to all you guys that are here. We got 94 guys in the building. Like I said, I'm not anti pay for play. I'm because you grown men with grown men money. I am anti you creepy motherfuckers. That's what I'm anti. And every dude that do pay for play is not creepy. I'm gonna say this again on camera. Every brother and even women that do pay for play are not creepy people. Not at all. Far from it. It's you creepy motherfuckers that even made the pay for play group look bad in all these countries. Y'all couldn't just go ahead, get pay for play and have some fun. No, y'all had to get drugged doing pay for play, robbed doing pay for play, deleted doing pay for play, scammed. All this shit ain't had nothing to do with buying no pay for play. None of that. None of that had to do with buying coochie. Y'all even effed up pay for play? You messed up pay for play. You messed up the prices. You got drugged, robbed, scammed, hustled. Some of y'all in graves right now. You in a morgue in Medellin or a coffin in Cartagena. You messed up pay for play? Y'all funny. Y'all funny. And like I said, I'm a saber-toothed tiger. I'm saber-toothed, bruh. I hunt for the meal. Don't even give me the lion. I'm a saber-toothed, bro, with that. Let me scroll back up, hit the super chats, and I'm gonna hit you guys in the comment section. And then we're gonna get to the video with the young lady. But I just want to give you guys an update on what's going on with Floyd. He's got 4 cases that he's fighting against. Those cases are split up between the children, which are over the age of 10 to 18 years old in Brazil, and adolescents, meaning those that are under 10 or 8 or 7 years old. So he's got 2 groups of youth that he is fighting against in regards to that. He said, I need those clips for the other. I read that one. He said, Dre, we need 3 hours tonight. Oh, we're going to get the 3 hours in easy. We're going to get it. For all your second shifters, third shifters, shout out to all you guys. All you third shifters going in early tonight, we got your back. All you truck drivers out there, I'm with you, brother. I got you tonight. We're going to have at least 3 hours tonight. So, and all you second shifters that's doing overtime or waiting for your shift to come to an end, rock it out with us. Shout out to D-Payne in the building. D-Payne say Floyd is marinated, seasoned, battered, and fried. He's done. He's done. That's why, there's not much. The only thing that's come out over the last couple of weeks is that article. I did some homework, and that's just about it. That's the only thing that's come out. Farty says this. Shout out to Farty being in the building as well. Glad you guys are here. He said, anybody who has ever communicated or sent money to Floyd should be very worried right now. That's a good way of putting it. He said, I wouldn't be surprised if Floyd self-deleted. Sadly, when we all know that Floyd is kind of slow, you never know. You never know what might happen. You never know if somebody might do, some of them pervs that's on the streets say, hey, to some of the Brazilians, listen, I'm gonna throw you a few dollars to keep this dude his mouth shut, and have some of the Brazilians take care of that. You never know. That's the situation with that. You think them dudes that was fronting Floyd money gonna let Floyd talk, let him flip? Man, please. They gonna pay somebody to take care of that. That's the sad part. Ishmael says this. He say, lock him up with Diddy. For real, seriously. Shout out to Will being in the building. My neighbor. Salutations, Andre in chat. Please support the channel by way of PayPal, Cash App, and Super Chats. He say, damn, come on, traveling men and women. You gotta get away from crime. He said, you can't get away from crime. You will do the time. Just like on the show Beretta, don't do the crime if you can do the time. Yeah, for all you old heads, know what I'm talking about. Kofa says this. He said, hip-hop turned to the WWF fake, and now YouTube's turning into hip-hop fake. Absolutely correct. He said, few real ones between like Dre. He said, free will ones in between like Dre. He said, I'm so glad that I wasn't on the creep cam. On the creep camming when I started YouTube. I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick about, that's a good segment real quick. And then I'm gonna come to the comment section. I got a friend named Dave who's been going to YouTube. He's been a content creator for years, right? And he was going to Medellin, and he was like, this is like when the first wave of dudes after Ace Live, when it started taking off in Colombian YouTubers. Like when I started, it was just me, Ace, Marwa, and then a young white dude. So it was only 4 people in Colombia, four Americans and 3 Americans and 1 African doing YouTube in Colombia. Wasn't nobody out here. Nobody out here in Colombia. He was still scared. So Ace was the first one to really kind of build a content creation career out here in Colombia, right? Then the young white boy came out here. He was traveling through Colombia. He was doing great. I am Mount Marwa, and then we were next. And then, others came along after that, right? That next wave, my boy Dave was part of that next wave. He's already on YouTube, but he was coming down here to Colombia quite often, had friends, good dude, really good dude. To this day, we talk all the time. And he said, Dre, I got a video that I did one night. He said, I got it, confirmed, and the ladies, it's so sexy. He said, but something is telling me I shouldn't post it, because that's when the creep cam movement started coming to Colombia. He said, I do not want to be known for that, man. And I said, don't do it. This was in early 2020. COVID hit, true story. He was one of the first brothers in the country, in the United States, to do COVID and stimulus videos. He said, you know what? I'm not going to do the creep cam thing. He just still had footage of just regular visiting Colombia. And he was one of the first ones in the States. He said, I'm going to change my channel over to politics then. Since I'm not going to do the Colombian creep cam thing, you were right, Dre. I'm going to talk about politics. As he started his political channel, this brother, just an everyday brother, who started with maybe 6,000 subscribers by the time he was, got into politics. True story. This brother, because he walked in integrity and walked away from the easy, where he could have easily got millions of views, easily. He didn't do it. He walked away from it and said, I'm going to talk about politics here in America since I'm back in America. 2025, 2026. This brother was averaging $60,000 a month on YouTube because he walked in integrity. He was the one that pulled me and said, Andre, you're great on camera. You like politics. Why don't you start a political channel? And that's when we started Mostly Money. In our first month of Mostly Money, we made $33,000. Second month, $29,000. And for 2 years straight, we were way over 100,000 on YouTube. Why? Integrity. We could have easily did what we saw the second wave of YouTubers doing, what I call, Ace used to trip on when I said the booty bait videos. Remember, I came up with the term Cali curves. So I could have came down here and did Cali. I remember a couple of YouTubers took that name and were doing Cali curve videos. Cali curve, I'm coming to Cali, Colombia, the Cali curves. And I've never made a Cali curve video except for a 1-minute clip that me and Andrea made, and we sent on WhatsApp to get guys to start visiting Cali because nobody was here when we were here except for a couple of brothers. Shout out to those brothers that were here. So we finally getting guys to, hey, you need to come visit Cali too. So we said on WhatsApp, we did a 1-minute video called Cali Curves. That's how the Cali Curves term came out. But we never did one on YouTube. We never did anything. We stuck to, even though it looked easy, to make money off of showing Colombian women, and it looked easy, we decided to act like we had some dang sense in our head. And that's how we got our plaque in the back. We had over 120,000 subscribers. 65% were white women over the age of 60. 65%. This black man on camera every day, mainly white women over the age of 60. We didn't know that at that time period that YouTube algorithm pays more for politics and for financing videos than it does for travel. Travel videos, you're going to get like $5, $10, sometimes $7 for every 1,000 views. Politics, finance, education, $25, $21. We were up to $45 per 1,000 views. Why? Because there was a brother named Dave who walked in his integrity and looked at us and saw that we were walking in integrity and continued on. Right now, Dave is about to crack 500,000 subscribers. We're talking about a brother that started with 6,000 and could have went the easy route by showing women in Medellin and Parque Lleras and Cartagena, but he didn't. He didn't. And because he stood in integrity, he turned to us. And now we also benefit from living and walking in integrity. True story. And all of us who are together have our plaques. Flyboy Way, when all of us were under 10,000. Flyboy Way, shout to Flyboy. Ace Live, Dave, us. So it's not coincidental that 4 or 5 guys that started off in YouTube right around the same time, maybe some started a little earlier, some started a little later. It's not a coincidence that 5 black men, I forget the other brother who got his 100,000. 5 black men who started right around the same time. None of us were over 10,000. None of us, Ace was the highest. He was like 8,000. And all of us crossed the finish line of 100,000. Integrity. Integrity. So all you dudes that like to ask for prices, you're following the wrong channel. Jay said, he said, I was waiting for the stimulus checks updates for Mostly Money channel. I'm in Colombia. Yeah. We went from, and I'm thinking about going back off into politics, actually. I really enjoy doing political commentary. I really did. Shout out to my, we got family in the building. Salute to our brother Uriah being in the building. Glad to see that you're here. Glad to see that you're here. Let me scroll down. Hit some of the comments. And I'm hearing what some of you guys have to say. Zeta says, this is why that I don't be talking to everyone when I'm overseas. I'm not out there doing what Floyd's doing. He say, but there are guys that copy what Floyd's doing. Absolutely correct. That's a good way of putting it. Will says this. He says some questions people should just have common sense not to ask. You would think that these dudes would have had common sense and not to be like, how much are the women in Cartagena? The fact that somebody had the audacity to ask that and you had the stupidity to answer it. Derek says this. He said, honestly, I want to travel when Ace was doing it. He said, I just want to, was not ready to make those moves. He said, but I work towards getting out, and now 4 years overseas now. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. You did it just right. Textbook, taking your time. Shout out to Ace, yes sir. Shout out to Ace Live. He was the first over to cover Colombia the right way, fluent in Espanol, and was centered around Cat. And it was centered around Cat. Or was it centered around Cat? I guess that's what you meant. Yeah, and it wasn't just centered around the ladies only. Derek says this. He said, I don't know how slow, socially awkward, but not slow. He knows what he was doing. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. That's a good point. That's a good point. Let me scroll down here. He said, the older I get, the more I learn. Common sense is not that common. That's a good way of putting it. He said, Ace was the one that got me into this. Shout out to Bobby Coltrane. Shout out to him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm going to go to one more. Jermon says this. He said, I'll say it again. Gatekeeping has to become a must now moving forward because we can't do what we did before. That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. We can't move the way that we did before.
So they spoke up.
Now, before we go any further, this sister is responding to Black women. And she, like I said, I've heard a lot of women put black women and modern women in check. But this sister, she did it best. She has done it best. So yeah, we're going to be here for a minute. He said, when I see Ace go to San Andreas to meet two girls and their mom, man, they so much fun. Yeah, so much fun. He said, I knew I had to travel there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ace did introduce a lot of guys to San Andreas. San Andreas is nice too, man. It really is nice. Shout out to all you guys that are supporting by way of PayPal, Super Chats, Cash App. We appreciate you, gentlemen. Let me give a shout out to you guys. Shout out to Zay with the $10 love tonight. Shout out to Theo with the early $200 love. And shout out to Tyler. Shout out to you, brother, in the building. He said, thanks for the live tonight, OG, with the $15 love. Appreciate you guys over on the Cash App and PayPal, always showing some love. Appreciate you. Let me get ready to scroll down. Make sure I got everybody. Give me a second. Give me a split second. And shout out to Will with the $5 love over on PayPal as well. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother. I really do. Jamal said this. He said, I got into travel space in 2021 with Ace first, Andre second, Crypto King. Shout out to Carlos. Yes, sir. The Tampa boys. Shout out to Carlos. We got a crypto episode that'll be coming up this month as well, gentlemen. So be ready to have some fun with that. All right, let's get started with listening to what this sister has to say. And of course, the title is "The Black Man Does Not Want, Love, or Respect Us," and she's answering these women because she's tired of it, and a lot of other women are too.
So they spoke up, some of them, and they had questions and complaints. They say, the black man does not love us, does not respect us, give us something to submit to.
They'll never say it out loud, but watch the pattern. Many black men build emotional intimacy with other men, loyalty, validation, vulnerability, and empathy. They share their dreams, their fears, and their frustrations with men. That's where they feel safe. But with women, it's surface, it's sex, it's control. Studies back this up. Research on homosocial bonding shows men consistently seek emotional connection from other men, while sociologists note they struggle with emotional intimacy with women. Black men are more likely to say they can't open up to their partners, but they freely open up to their boys.
Now, once again, this woman here is proving the first young lady's point. We all know, even Shaq said this a couple of months ago when he was being interviewed by a woman. Shaq said, never, ever completely open up emotionally to a woman. Why? Because she will use it against you in an argument in the future. Most men know this. You might share, I'm a husband, happily married to a great woman. Even I know better than to completely open up to Andrea. Like Kevin Samuel said, pressure is made for shoulders, not for hips. There are certain things only God and I will know. I do not share everything, my woes and sorrows of life with my wife. Not all of them, gentlemen. Not all of them. Shout out to my brother Chris B with the $10 love over on the Cash App. Appreciate you, brother. Not all of them. You got many of you guys are the same way like I am. You have a lady friend that you enjoy, that's a good woman, but you don't share everything. Sometimes you just share with dudes that you can relate to because your dudes can relate to you. But this woman here is trying to criticize men. And the other young lady is tired of hearing all this criticism of men. David says this. He say, Dre, all jokes aside, seriously, how many videos have been made, especially speaking to sisters, and they still don't listen or care? That's a good point. Gotta learn when to leave them alone. That's where I am. I do even if I was single, guys, I do the footage to encourage you guys in regards to whether you want to decide to stay in the United States or not, and date and find love in other countries. So even if I was single, I'd be basically talking like this. But when it comes to rescuing sisters in the States, there are many that don't need to be rescued because they're good women. I'm gonna say this again. There are many women in the United States that don't need to be rescued because they already are good women. That doesn't make up the majority of women in the United States. That's the sad part. Most women in the United States, yeah, they aren't going to listen. You say, gotta learn to when to leave them alone. Other groups are waiting for us, fellas, ladies. Absolutely correct. Uriah says, make sure you guys don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, support Black Male Media by super chats, stickers, Cash App, and PayPal. Appreciate you, gentlemen. Nick says this. He said, like when the cops read your memoranda rights, everything you say can and will be used again. That's a good way of putting it, brother. Shout out to Miss.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
I hit that by mistake, but shout out to Mrs. Spence in the building, Andrea Wallace herself. Andrea is getting better one day at a time, doing great. Over there with the family. And she's watching us just like you guys are. Shout out to Andrea, my beautiful husband, my anchor, my support. I appreciate that, babe. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, babe. You surprised me. You just made my night. Let's scroll up. He say, it happens. He said it doesn't take long for them to adjust to you when they see that you're genuine. That's true. That's so true. So true. Yes, sir, gentlemen. Make sure you subscribe to Andrea's channel. Support her over there. We're watching the same live stream over there as well as over here. So shout out to all you guys that are watching from Andrea's channel. Showing Andrea some love, letting Andrea know to get well. Salute to Mrs. Spence. Yes, sir. This is teamwork, Mrs. Spence. Teamwork. Yes, ma'am. Speedy recovery. And Andrea says hello to everyone. Let's get back to the video. Once again, this young lady is confirming what the other young lady is saying, that all these women out here are jealous because you're building relationships with men that are helping you heal instead of building and exposing yourself to them who might not help you heal. Let's go back to the video, and I'm going to shut up for a minute. I'll bring it back to the beginning.
So they spoke up, some of them, and they had questions and complaints. They say, the Black man does not love us, does not respect us, give us something to submit to.
They'll never say it out loud, but watch the pattern. Many Black men build emotional intimacy with other men, loyalty, validation, vulnerability, and empathy. They share their dreams, their fears, and their frustrations with men. That's where they feel safe. But with women, it's surface, it's sex, it's control. Studies back this up. Research on homosocial bonding shows men consistently seek emotional connection from other men, while sociologists note they struggle with emotional intimacy with women. Black men are more likely to say they can't open up to their partners, but they freely open up to their boys. That's why so many women feel unseen, unheard, and untouched in spirit. The truth is, these men don't know how to love women. They desire women physically, but they like men emotionally. They treat women as a place to lay down, not a place to open up. And when you ask why the disconnect is so wide, it's because the real relationships they value are with men, Women get their bodies, men get their souls.
Once the black wife effect take over, it'd be like, okay, they match.
Honestly, I think a lot of black women, and I'll speak for myself, and I'm working through not feeling like this. If I'm walking down the street and I see a black man with a white woman, there's a weakness in him.
Ooh.
Something in him is weak.
I want to preface this by saying, because I don't think we have the opportunity to say it as much. Love is love.
Love is love.
And
love
as was evidenced in our...
Now, you see the brother sitting there. Ain't said a word. Ain't said a word. You plantation bros, this is why the ladies talk the way they do. Because two women can sit there, y'all queens, yup, plantation queens. These ladies can sit there and just talk reckless about you as men. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. They don't like us who travel because we gonna say something. We don't care. We do not care what they think about us. We don't care about them when it comes to interracial dating. We don't care about them when it comes to international dating, long distance relationships. We don't care about what they say when it comes to age gap relationship. That's the cool part about us that travel. We don't give a dang about what they talking about in the States. Oh, we'll do commentary but most part we're eating popcorn and watching how crazy y'all are. And for you brothers to sit up there and let these women talk reckless as if you ain't even in the room. That's why they don't like us, because we don't let that happen. Will says this, blessings, Andrea. May you heal quickly. God bless. Yes, sir, gentlemen. Yes, sir. Shout out to Chulupe in the building. Chulupe says this. He say, we have had women throw stuff back in our faces. Absolutely correct. So we are less likely to open up again. Yeah, when you let a woman know something and she throw it back in your face, yeah, you don't go through that. And Andrea is giving the thank yous out to all you gentlemen out there. Let's continue on.
BEG draft. We just fell in love and she just happened to be white. Sometimes this happens.
Not as real.
But sometimes it don't. And I just want to contextualize her statement by saying that.
And I appreciate you doing that. Because
before she goes any further, we're going to bring this section back. Andrew said, I was guilty of this when I was younger. Now that I travel more, he said, I do not care. I've been avoiding them for years. The sister that just spoke, the chocolate sister, she said that we see this during the NFL draft. You know, black women cannot stand. The NFL draft is coming up next month, right? The black women cannot stand the NFL draft. We all know that in the NFL draft, it's very common to see this young guy. He's going to get drafted to the NFL. The family is happy. All his black friends are there. His black cousin, his black mama's there. His black brother, sister, his daddy is there. Mom is sitting on the couch. He's sitting on the couch in the middle, waiting for the teams to call him. Dad is sitting on this side. But who's sitting next to mama in this room full of black people? His white girlfriend. Why do not black women want to admit why is the white or Latin girlfriend sitting right there during the NFL draft? Because they don't want to take accountability of the fact for 4 years, or even I said 5, but for 4 years while he was in college, and in some cases before college, that white girl made sure that when her parents sent her money, he got some money to eat. She made sure that when she was washing her clothes, that white girl in college washed his clothes. When she was doing her homework, that white girl in college made sure she helped him with his homework. While the sisters are busy doing an AKA and it's doing all that bullshit, right? While the sisters are doing the sororities, while they doing all that mess, right? White girls are sitting up there at football practice. He can't afford new cleats. White girl calling her mama. Mom, could you send me some money? Why? Ronnie needs new cleats. White girl mama know what Ronnie is doing because white girl daddy knows that Ronnie is one of the best football players in the state. See, dad is telling mom is telling Keisha. I mean, not Keisha, but Bethany. And little white girl Bethany in college, when it was time for the NFL draft, that's why that white girl or that Latin girl is sitting right there next to his mama. Because his mama remember when that white girl paid his tuition. I mean, not tuition, but paid for his new cleats. Mama know who put gas in that boy's car that day. Mama know, the black mama know who it was that helped pay for that boy car insurance so he could keep his car and go in the back and forth to school. While all the sisters while they doing all that bullshit. Okay, if you think I'm lying, how many of them AKAs do y'all be seeing and all them sorority chicks do y'all be seeing during the NFL draft? I'll wait. I ain't never seen none of this doing it. Dude, he's been recruited as a running back of the Las Vegas Raiders. And he jumps up and his mama jump up and everybody's so happy. When the last time you see them ski wee chicks on screen? When ski wee, squee wee, wee, squeaky wee, wee, squeaky wee. When the last time you see them ski wee chicks? I'll wait. Dude, I've been watching NFL draft since I was a little kid. I ain't never seen none of the ski wee chicks up there. Ski wee wee, ski squeaky wee, squeaky wee. I ain't never seen none of that. Ski wee wee wee. Ski wee wee, wee wee wee. I ain't never seen them chicks ever. If I'm lying, put it in the comment section. You know I ain't got no problem. If I'm lying, put it in the comment section. This sister just said, talking about the NFL. Don't be laughing, y'all stupid. Hey, I ain't like I'm lying, man. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, man. With the pink and green and all the rest of that. It is not like I'm telling a lie, man. He said, Andre, you know they ain't ready for that. I'm just saying, man. NFL draft is next month. And the first thing we're going to hear is what team that this young man went to, right? The second thing we're going to hear the very next day, a week of black women complaining because he's got a Latin girl sitting there or a white girl sitting there or girl from a Middle Eastern woman, anybody but black. Black women go spend the whole week all over TikTok talk about, and he was with the white girl. You see how many brothers were with the white girl? They do that. When they do that? 2 times a year. The Super Bowl, when all them dudes had their families and bring their family to the Super Bowl, and you get a chance to see the players' wives and kids and everything, here come the sisters doing the Super Bowl. Why he with the white girl? Why he got to have a white? You know why. Sisters, stop asking us questions you know the answer to. Y'all know why them brothers with the white girl. It ain't money, is it? Is her sex better than yours? Oh, no. What about her curves? Is she more curvier than a black woman? Oh, no. Then what is it that black girl did in college for 4 years that was better than your looks, your sexiness, your sex? What was it that he did? She was a broke college girl. He's a broke college kid. You're a broke college girl. So why did he choose this one over you, sisters? Y'all don't never want to admit that them white girls believed in that brother when y'all sat back and said, I'll see you at the finish line. I don't do project men. I don't know if you're going to make it to the league or not. You might not be that good. He might break his leg. He might not make it to the league. I ain't going to be taking care of no man that could have been somebody. I want to see if he make his money. Right? Come on, sisters. Ain't that what y'all say in college? Squee, 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 wee, squee, wee, right? While you ski win, the white girl is buying cleats. The white girl, he don't care if he just want a Subway sandwich. White girl is getting up in the middle of her class, driving to Subway, bringing you a Subway sandwich, sexing that boy, and going back to class. While you sisters talk about we independent, we don't need no man, white girl like, cool, perfect. That is perfect. I don't have to worry about competition. I don't have to worry about competition. Every year we see it since we were kids. The mama, the daddy, and his white or Latin girlfriend. We've been seeing it since we were kids, guys. So all you brothers, you FBA brothers, all that FBA shit be out the window on NFL draft night, don't it? All that foundational Black America, all that's gone. That's out the window on draft night, ain't it? Draft night and Super Bowl. That is out the window. Them brothers gonna be with who was with them. And it doesn't matter what race it is. Well, it's because he went to a majority white school. Whatever excuse y'all want to use. Whatever excuse you sisters want to use to exonerate yourself of the fact that you were not accountable and did not step up to the game or step up to the plate for these brothers, use them, ladies. I'm gonna say this again, use them. Keep using your excuses, and men are going to keep on leaving. Do not think that we're going to sit back one day and say, you know what? The Black women and the white women in the United States have good excuses. We should go back. Ain't nobody going back, no matter what excuse you use. Even if it's valid, we're done. So you better enjoy the plantation bros while you got them, because the rest of us brothers, we done. We got no time for this childishness. Let me hit to the super chats real quick and then we'll go back to the video. Shout out to once again to Uriah and Dave. Uriah just gifted 5 brothers. Shout out to you guys. And Uriah. Uriah just gifted 5 brothers memberships. Shout out to all you gentlemen. And my brother Ishmael says this. He said, they said that there's something weak in us. That's what she just said. I see a Black man with a white woman. And we can put all the other races in there, and I see a weakness in that man. Do you know how hard it is to be in an interracial relationship as a man or woman? This is not for the weak. It is not for you cannot be a punk and be in an interracial relationship. This is not for the weak. So when they sit back and talk about something, I see a weakness in him. Yeah, please. I can get with you Black women with blindfolds on. Why? I'm Black. Any man that's Black can get with a Black, could find his version of a Black woman. Why? Just because of skin complexion. It don't take no work. It don't take no work, ladies. All I gotta do is just show this off. Ooh, he another Black man. Let me give him some coochie. Just because it is. Some of y'all brothers want to lie. You do realize that many of us just got the coochie just because of this. When you had money, but guess what? You also got the coochie just because of this. When you was broke, you got the coochie just because of this. When you was faithful, you got the coochie just because of this. When you was cheating and creeping, you know the side chick, you know why she gave you that coochie? Just because of this. Some of y'all been slaying chicks like you slay dragons for years. Why? Just because of this. Let your like I always say, let your black tail have been born a white boy. And then try that. Then try to run rampant through the Black neighborhood. Back in our day, not these new chicks, these new independent chicks. I'm talking about back in our day. And you know, as a white boy running through a Black community, yeah, you wouldn't have got as much coochie as you got. You got that coochie because, yeah, you got a bunch of white girls, but the sisters, yeah, you probably would have got a 1 or 2, maybe 3. But the amount of numbers of sisters that you got before you hit 25, because of this. It's easy to get with Black women if you're a Black man. Now try interracial. You got so many jealous sisters and brothers coming out. Don't let your woman be attractive. See, if you a brother and you get with big girls, ain't nobody gonna really say nothing to you. Let you get with a fine white girl, a fine Asian girl, a fine woman from I'm talking about, it ain't got to be a white girl, Asian girl. Get you a fine sister off the continent of Africa. And let them sisters from the States find out you got a sister from Africa. Go ahead and get with one of them Ethiopians you want to and bring her to the States, or Ethiopian that's in the States. Them sisters will, them FBA sisters will pull out all the jealousy out of their purse. So you can't even get with a black woman without them being jealous of you being with a black woman, but she's from another country. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, it's easy to get with a sister if you black. Any dude could do that. He said they are coming from women who will do bouquet with the clan. Oh yeah. That's true. That's so true. Let's go to the next one. Dave says this. He say, honest question to you personally, Andre. He say, and to all my brothers in the chat, are there other groups of women better long-term investments? And are there sisters short-term firm investments? Just asking. I'm going to be honest. And I would like to hear what other guys have to say. I'm going to be honest. Let me go to the last super chat real quick, and I'll answer that one for you, Dave. Are there better women out there for long term, and the sisters only good for short term? Ishmael says this. He says Stan Cassery got the best of the foundational Babylonian American white women. He say African chocolate is my flavor with black queens. There you go.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
That was my mistake. Okay. Dave asked these questions. And I want to hear what you guys have to say as well. My brothers in the chat, are other groups of women better long-term investments? My answer, you ready? I'm not going to say that there are no good women in the United States. You know, I always bring mine back to a country, not a culture. You're looking for a golden needle in a barn full of needles. Needle in the haystack is a lot easier. You're looking for one golden needle in a barn full of rusty needles. That's how dangerous it is to date in the United States now. So it's, for me, there are better cultures and countries. Hell yes. To sit back and say there's a better culture than black women in the United States, I think there are better cultures than most black women, most white women, most Asian women. If it's stateside, there are others, countries that have the same version that's better. And I'm using it with a capital B, capital E, both T's capitalized, another capital E, and I'm asking Chuck Willery to give me an R. Better. The cultures are better. Yes, they are. Your Asian woman in the United States, good. Not all, but some. The culture outside of Asians, of Asians outside the States, much better. White women in the States, yeah, you're gonna find you a good one. You got all of Europe, to enjoy women that are culturally better than United States. Black women in the United States, yes, you can find you some good ones, but you will not find good laws. You'll find some good ladies, but you won't find good laws. And yes, culturally, when you come across sisters, whether they be Brazilian sisters, Colombian sisters, whether they be Venezuelan sisters, I don't care if it's Panamanian sisters or the 54 continents of Africa or the European sisters, the sisters born and raised in Europe, in Eastern Europe, not Western Europe, Eastern Europe. Yes, it's better. But if you're gonna try to find better in the States, yeah, you're looking for that golden needle in a barn full of rusty needles. You're gonna be hurt before you find that needle. You're gonna get pricked and sticked, and reason why I say rusty, because you're gonna have gangrene before you find that one in the States. She there. I'm gonna say that again. She is there. Them quality women are there. But brother, hunt, man, you giving up years to hunt for good one in the States. And then when you find her, she still can file for divorce. When you find her, there's still laws that are against you. So even if I say all the women in the United States are great women, you still don't have great laws to support marriage. America is not set up for marriage anymore. I don't know why we're upset with it. Couples get married every Saturday, every Sunday throughout the year in the United States. And more couples get divorced that same week. That same week. Y'all kicking y'all slam y'all heads up against a wall trying to marry in the United States. Well, I'm married here. Shout out to you. And I pray that your woman never use those laws against you. We've been married 24 years. Doesn't matter. Remember, I used to quote that 50% of all divorces happen over the age of 50. The actual amount, I just looked it up yesterday. The 50% is the first group of people to get divorced the most in the United States at a 14% clip are people that get married within the first 5 years they get divorced. The second largest clip is 36%. That adds up to the 50. People over the age of 50. So if you think because you got married for a long time, do realize you have a 36% chance of all divorces that take place happen over the age of 50. And the other 14% that adds up to 50% of divorces that take place is people that are married less than 5 to 7 years. That's what we call it the 7-year itch, because in the United States, the fastest group are that 14% that haven't been married that long. And the largest group is those that have been married and they're over the age of 50. America is not set up for marriage. I don't know why we try to fool ourselves. It's not. The laws are against you and your good woman. Excuse me. Once again, the laws are against you. I'm not talking about your lady. You might have a wonderful lady who does excellent things, and in her back pocket are the laws. She'd never do me like that. Ask the men that's over 50. Remember, 80% of divorces are filed by women in the United States, no matter what age, race, color, creed, no matter. So this is not the 50-year-old men that's filing for divorce. It's still the women. Ask the men who woke up one day over the age of 50. 36% of divorces are filed by women over the age of 50. Ask them brothers. I get tired of hearing American dudes, bro. We've been together for 13 years. We've been together for 12 years. We've been together. Don't matter. Don't matter. We got 4 kids. We got 5 kids. We got 7. It looks all good, don't it? It looks all good on photos and papers. But don't you ever forget, in the purse of all wives, in the purse of all wives, in the purse of every single wife in the United States are laws. That's what makes these other countries and cultures better. They don't all have laws in their purses. Some do. Many countries and cultures don't. That's what makes other countries better. He said this, he said, our sister is short-term fun. The United States is for short-term fun. Jumping a broom in the United, what for? In 2026, what for? Notice, I never said that I believe in marriage to the nth degree. Notice, I never said don't get in relationships, don't have a girlfriend, don't have a wife, don't have polygamy. I didn't say none of that, did I? I didn't say don't have. I have it. Many guys I know have it. They got a girlfriend or they got girlfriends, they got wives or they got one wife, and they're happy. And it works out great for them. I am pro-relationship. My wife is pro-relationship. So we'll never tell you leave America and never get in a relationship again. We're telling you leave America to get a relationship that you deserve. If you're gonna be in America, you better strap it up and go on hook up, have your fun, bruh, because them laws are waiting for you. So y'all can turn this live stream off and say Andre don't know what he's talking about. Statistics already say confirming what I'm talking about. I'm not saying anything outside of the stats. You can be with that woman for 23 years, hit 50 years old. The house is paid off, check. Both your car and her car is paid off, check. The kids have gone through college, check. One is in the military, check. In other words, she has no major bills to pay if she leaves you. And guess what she does? Statistically in the United States, over 50 years old, she leaves your ass. Everything has been paid off. Everything is paid off. And she's been holding these laws in her purse for 23 years. Why do you think it's so common for them to leave you at an older age, at an older stage? Because your black ass paid everything off. Your white ass already paid everything off. Your Asian ass and your Latin ass, after all that hard work you men put in, everything is paid off. Now she ain't got to worry about no car note. All she worry about is car insurance. She ain't got to pay no car, so no house mortgage. All she got to do is pay taxes on the house once a year. She ain't got to pay for no college degrees. Your ass did it already. She ain't got to pay for military. Hey, he gets into the military or she gets into the military. So all that's paid for. So all she got to do is pay one thing, an attorney to file divorce on you. Attorney fees coming to you anyway. So now even the damn divorce attorney fees, shout out to lead attorney, those fees coming your damn way. She got a fully furnished house. All the furniture is paid off. When she leave your ass, she ain't about to buy no new furniture. All that furniture is still gonna be in that house. I told y'all, when the women file for divorce from y'all in the United States, you think she gonna buy? You know when women say, "Hey, I'm your woman. I know you had the last woman on this mattress. I recommend if you're gonna be with me, get a new mattress." Men don't do that shit. Men will fart on the same bed that the last man, the husband, was in. We don't give a damn where we fart. We do not care where we fart. Men ain't gonna be sitting around, baby, your last man was busting nuts in his bed and I want you to get a new mattress. Men don't be doing no shit. Men be like, listen, your ex-husband fart in his bed late at night, and guess who else gonna be in this? Your ex-husband bust on your forehead in this bed. Guess who else gonna be busting on your forehead in this bed? Now, if you need a new mattress or a new bed, we'll get a new one. But if it's already a good bed, man, we ain't about to tell you to sell nothing. In other words, she got a fully furnished house when she leave you after the age of 50. Ain't that when they go to the gym and start working out and try to look young because they know the young girls are in competition? So now they going to the gym. When they was with you, they was fat as hell. Then all of a sudden you see them 3 years later, she'd have lost all her weight. She'd have got her college shape back, her body killing it. And she got the gray hair, little gray streaks looking all good in her hair and everything over the age of 50. You know why? Because all she had to do was spend her money on herself because your black ass paid the mortgage and everything off. Thank you. That's all she gonna say to you. Thank you. So all you dudes that sit back and think you got it made in the States, tell that to Congress when it come to them laws. Don't tell it to your lady. Don't tell your lady, baby, because you in my life, I got it made. Negro. Take your ass to Congress and tell Congress I got it made because of the laws. No, your ass don't. I didn't. When I was married, a lot of you divorced dudes realize you didn't have it made because soon as she reached in her purse and she grabbed the divorce laws, it wasn't shit you could do. It wasn't nothing you could do. That's the United States. And that's why other countries, cultures, and customs are better. It's not about the color or being a black woman. Is it better? It's about where that black woman resides that you get with. Give me a South American woman that's in South America compared to a South American born woman that she got her ass in the States and she stateside and she act like them stateside chicks. It is not the same. It is not the same. Having a black woman off of one of the continents or countries compared to the United States or UK, it is not the same. The damn United States and UK women will work your last nerve and still divorce you. Asian women, go ahead, get you with an Asian girl in the United States compared to an Asian woman in another country. And you'll realize it's a completely different dance. Completely different dance. So it's not the culture. I'll say this again. I mean, it's not the color of the woman. It's the culture that's better. It's the country that's better. It's the customs that's better than what the hell we got going on in the United States. And any man that tries to dispute that the women outside the United States aren't better than the women in the United States is a motherfucker that ain't never used his passport. That's still stuck on that plantation. Shout out to you. That's a good question. Real good question, Dave. Appreciate you for that question. Tevin says this. He say, Andre, you are absolutely right. He said, I was at a football game last year at USC. Shout out to USC. He said, I seen a white woman call her dad for her monthly allowance to spend on her man. Just like we were saying, gentlemen. My brother says this. Shout out to you being in the house, brother. Since you've been here, brother, you're gonna have to help me with the pronunciation. Is it Wiley? Wiley said it. Was it YL or Wyla said it? Let me know how to pronunciate it so I could pronounce it correctly, brother, from now on. But shout out to you being here. Appreciate you, man. He said the sisters will say, we don't want no struggle love. And the white woman will support him in the beginning and reap the benefits on the back end. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Now, we're not saying that all white girls aren't scammers because, you know, as we saw with Dak Prescott situation, she tried to scam him out of some of his money. So we're not saying all white girls aren't scammers and all of them are just good-hearted. But what I'm saying is these white girls, they get with these NFL dudes or these NFL prospects and they keep their mouth shut and they work it. They work it. That's serious. Let's get back to the video. Wiley or YLE? So is the individual as YLE said it or is it Wiley said it? Let me know. Let me know so if I'm correct. Because if it's YLE, YLE is put a 1 if it's YLE said it. Put a 2 if it's Wiley said it. So I can make sure I get it correctly. Shout out to you being in. Shout out to Tyrone in the building as well. And Flicky Sticky. He said, if another ethnicity of men are not rushing, that's true, to rushing to marry Western women, specifically black women, I'm not either. That's so true. Nobody's getting on the plane. Yeah, Jeff Bezos' wife definitely got it made. Nobody's getting on a plane rushing over for our women in the States. Nobody's doing that. Big Brother in Life is here in the building. He said, my uncle's wife divorced him at 64 years old. After 40 years of marriage, he told my cousin, your mother is y'all responsibility now. He said, Dre on 10 tonight. Shout out to JB in the building. Let's go back to the video. Y'all don't need to hear my mouth anymore. I'm gonna let the video ride for a second.
The other side, I think when I see a black woman with a white man, despite all the historical context that we know that sits behind that, I think, oh, she must have got just, she's tired. Like she must have got so fed up that she's getting to rest now. And again, why would...
Notice the brother still ain't opened up his mouth after these women are insulting men.
That be the interpretation?
Yeah.
Because as I mentioned earlier, for me, I don't want to date outside my race.
Yeah.
But it may be my only option at a certain point, so I have to be open to the only.
I don't date. I don't blame you. Do not blame you. People ask me all the time, and I'm like, no, won't catch me doing it. And they're like, why? I said, it's hostile out there. I'm going to make a statement, and everyone's going to get really pissed, and everyone's going to have to stop. I am currently not dating black men. Oh.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Heard. Not because I don't love black men. I love black men. I love black men. For a long time, I wanted to have little boys that'll be raised into black men. But that, whatever's going on in that industry, or not industry, but in that circle, it feels like an industry at this point. Sometimes it feels very volatile. The way that a lot of black men are hyping themselves up about mistreating women is like wild to me.
If you have a dating preference, that's you. Do you, boo? But you ain't got to disrespect and tear down your own race and use that as an excuse to date someone of another race.
Let's talk about it. By all means. I'm a black woman, so hear me when I say this. The unaware, naive, lost black woman is the new slave owner. And just like the white slave owner, she will pick out the smartest, hardworking, capable man for her to reap the benefits of. What can you do for me? There's nothing wrong with that unless you're using it for the wrong reasons. Just like the white man, once she has sucked you dry, or once you become aware of what she's really doing to you, how she's putting you down, how she was taking from you but not putting in, and then you begin to argue and fight for yourself, then she becomes unappreciative. She becomes more disloyal. She will talk you down, walk on you, spit on you, and tell you that you are replaceable and go to the next candidate.
You know what I've noticed? Women do not want providers for real. They want immature men with money. They want men who base their status off of how much money they have in their wallets. They want men who lead with their wallets. They do not want a man to genuinely be a provider in their lives. Because let's think about it. When we go onto social media now, we talk to any of the young girls now, what they talking about? He gotta have some money. He gotta have some bread. He gotta pay for this. He gotta do my nails. He gotta do my hair. I'm not going on the first date unless he dropped $200, $300, $400, $5 million on me. There's nothing said about character. There's nothing said about integrity. There's nothing said about ambition. There's nothing said about goals. It's just how much money does he have? And the men who lead with their wallets are typically the men who have nothing going for themselves because they reel you in financially. They know that that is the most attractive thing about them. And because they know that's what they can offer, and you guys have made it abundantly clear that that's the only thing that you're looking for, they're winning. They're going to always come out on top. And then when you're in that relationship, because a lot of y'all are lover girls at heart, let's call it what it is. You want to listen to the Shira Sevens and all of this, and you want to be a gold digger and a sugar baby, and you only with a man for money, but that's not really who you are. You want the relationship. You want the love. You want the commitment, right? You want the reassurance. You want the emotional connection. But see, when you don't get that, you're mad. men are this and men are that. No, baby. You wanted the nigga with some money, right? You don't feel safe with them. You don't feel secure with them. You don't feel like you can actually build a future with them. Because again, they know you have taught them, and like I said a million times, if y'all want men to be different, you have to be different. And what happens is women in general, or women in this category at least, has taught men exactly what they want, exactly what they need. So they don't have the need to build character or integrity or any of the other moral things that will be really important, like in a person that you're going to spend your life with, right? Or in a person that you're going to at least invest in for some period of time. So you get the lame nigga with money and stick with that. Don't complain about that, because that's what y'all said that y'all wanted. When you grow and expand your mind and develop and put time into yourself and your train of thought and get off of social media and stop listening to all these bitter women on social media who are either trying to get your money or they themselves have not been able to attain the love that they wanted, and so now they flipping the script. When you actually invest that time, you will find a man who will give you his last. You will find that generous man. You will find a kind man. But you have to be the woman that is deserving of that. And the woman who's deserving of that is not looking for lame men who lead with their wallets.
I think the reason why people don't want love is because most women want their bills paid. They don't want love.
Oh.
They got 4 or 5 people. They got 4 or 5 people because they got more than 4 or 5 bills. And I think as long as we're in this transactional era of time, it's never going to be able to get back to love. We got to focus on the core value of what actually matters inside of a relationship. And we've strayed too far. Honestly, don't get mad at me. I know there's a lot of ladies in here.
You know,
but
the faces behind
it's
you.
the truth. You know, honestly, we live in a prostitution era.
Wow. She kept it. I told you she was going to keep it real.
Man, this right here hurts a lot of men when they found out this truth.
I put up a post yesterday. The post said, nobody loves a black man the right way or respects him unless he has money. And, you know, I put up a post not too long ago where I said that, you know, men hate pretty women, and the women went off, right? But I was shocked, man. Like, if you go underneath my post and you look at what the women are saying, they sound so cold. If he don't have no money, he don't respect himself. If he can't take care of things, then why should I respect them? Yo, like, we don't deal with systemic oppression, mass incarceration, frowned upon when we try to, seek out mental health treatment. Like, we not being killed out here just for being in our cars. Like, it's not designed for black men to just be under the ground his whole life.
Too many black men are hurting because they feel their only value is for money. Too many walk around thinking they aren't loved, thinking that their worth is tied to a bank account. A man's value isn't his wallet, it's in his character, his heart, his legacy. Start reducing people to numbers. Start recognizing men who love, protect, and build.
Where a man provides everything financially, but uses that as justification to dismiss your feelings.
Sounds like, to me, some narcissistic behaviors, baby girl. But it also sounds like a woman who agreed to it, so you can't come up here and I say this with love and play victim. So my question to you would be, baby girl, do you want your bills being paid so that he's buying, your freedom? Or are you saying that real wealth is that I can speak and stand in my power and move the way I move, and I'll just have to go out there and figure out how to pay my own bills and find a man who will honor me?
That's what my mama said, girl, get you a friend on the side. He
got you a little friend.
I got me a little friend.
Are y'all together?
No. My little friend actually blew up the operation.
Your little friends made itself known?
He wanted me out this situation or whatever, but dude, you ain't gonna pay my bills. I mean, now I'm looking at you like, okay, now I need help. You done blew it up. So
wait, hold on.
Okay.
Because now you're saying you found another person to come in and play savior. That's you just creating the same codependency.
I just look at my mom.
How much are the bills?
$6,000 a month. He took me to Gucci, bought me a few belts, bought me this, and I'm like, okay, but
my God, baby.
Kitty, what's up?
You so easy to exploit.
Yes. Kidnappable.
Both of them are problematic because he is psychologically abusive, but she's easy to exploit. You are too vulnerable. And the simple fact that a man can flex his finances and his wallet and that'll make you pop.
I don't think it's that. I think it was the stability. I got 2 kids. I'm down here by myself.
You just made it worse, baby.
They don't want a man that don't make over $1 million a year.
They talking about
He
5,
20 years old.
Do they understand how few people in the world make $10 million a year?
Nope. They don't.
Because when you say, okay, I want a man that's, let's say, over 6 foot tall, you're talking about probably less than 8% of the population. Well, I want a man that's educated, got at least a master's degree, maybe a secondary degree. You shrink it even more. I want a man to make 10 million. Now you're talking about 0.5%. So you want a man that's over 6 foot tall, that's educated, that's well versed, that likes to travel, makes $10 million a year. Now that man with all those attributes that you want, gotta want you.
No, but I want all of y'all. And that's what they don't understand. Like, they all fishing for the same dude.
Yes.
And the sick part about it is that, like, I respect the women that actually go get bread themselves and that are successful themselves, but they don't want to invest into no man that don't got as much as them.
Yeah.
So on a flip side of things, that's what it's come to for us in the position that we are. Like, we got to blindly just trust that a woman really likes us and that we don't care. Man, when I meet a woman, I don't care if she ain't got to have nothing.
True.
We can go on Las Vegas Boulevard right now and wake up a homeless woman off the street. I can go take her to Miami
and
back home with me, put the ass on.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
She'll love me for life.
Yeah.
What? You really changed her life.
Yeah.
But then you got the other woman that think that that's the entitlement that come with it because she used to dealing with a lot of successful men, but they never wifed her.
Right.
It was only temporary.
Yes.
Like, a lot of the successful men got some women that's respectfully not as beautiful as the women that as they side pieces, but they more thorough and they at home and they know where their loyalty lie.
Wow.
Keep your fucking money in your pockets. Stop taking women out on dates that don't have your best interests. Stop sleeping with women that don't like you, that's not attracted to you, but they damn sure attracted to your pocketbook.
Exactly. It was easier for me, like with girls and all that, because they weren't worried about my money. They just liked me for me. Now they want to worry about money. This ain't your money, it's mine. Why y'all worry about what I do? Like, damn. It was so better. I just sauteed. I ain't got to worry about nothing. About set me up. I ain't got cameras everywhere. I got to worry about everything with the bitch. Like, god damn, I got to worry about my watch over there. I know that's 60, that's 50. God damn, who that? Where's she going? Got to sleep with one eye open. Like, damn, I can't even enjoy the.
It's funny as hell. But these are people that we are talking about. These are our men we are talking about. Yeah, that part. So then let's take from that woman as well. That same woman is also the same thing that a black man does not trust. How could you marry your enemy? You say you need him so you can benefit off of him to put into your household. But these are also the same women that are saying, well, we have our own money now. We have our own status now. We have our own power now. But you are not using that to put back into your house. You are using that to keep for yourself. You are selfish. Yeah, that's right. You're selfish. Because you would take from that man and take your money and go put it up.
Never.
Yep.
Ever build with a man unless you are an architect and that is your business partner and you're going to get that paycheck. You're going to get that contract deal, but you are not married and you are not sleeping with that man. Okay. Never build with a man ever if you have any type of self-esteem.
Men never picked a woman that did so much for them. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you didn't build this man up, helped him with his resume, help him get a job, help him build a business, help him flip his money, help him when he didn't have no credit, help him raise his children on some you wasn't nobody before I met you type of thing, thinking that you're going to get a return on your investment or somehow this man's going to be indebted to you and do right by you because you helped him with all his he's not. Okay.
Before she goes any further, and I'll let this roll for a second. She said, men, once you do all those things for them, they're going to leave you. You were there when he had nothing. You supported him. They're going to leave you. when you did all the things that you thought were right, they're going to leave you. How come we still see these girls during the NFL draft being picked? Those white girls, those Latin girls, those Asian girls were there when that dude had nothing. He knew he was going to get drafted. He knew he was going to get drafted. He just won the Heisman. He knew he was getting drafted. He knew he won Player of the Year in college basketball, NCAA. He knew he was getting drafted. Hockey, he knew he was getting drafted. Long before that white girl sat down on that couch, that boy knew he was getting drafted 2-3 years ago. Guess who he didn't leave when he finally found out or realized I'm good enough and I could get drafted? That white girl. Guess who he didn't leave once he won that Heisman Trophy? That Asian girl. Guess who he did not leave once he got that internship at that law firm? That East Indian girl. That Latin girl. That white girl. It's easy for these sisters to play victim and make us feel like, remember, Kevin Samuel said sign language. Let's talk about that tonight. What is sign language? Shames, insults, try to make you feel guilty, or the need to be right. They try to shame you, make you feel insulted, make you feel guilty, because they have the need to be right. Them brothers still had that white girl on that couch when he met her as a freshman. She made it to the couch, sitting next to his black mama. Wasn't his black cousins, wasn't his brother. That was his white girlfriend. That mama been knowing, that white girl been to church picnics, family reunions. That white girl introduced her mama to his mama. That's what that white girl did. Sisters say, once we become successful as black men, we hold no allegiance. NFL, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, drafts say otherwise. Those young men say, listen, you roll with me when I ain't had nothing. We gonna roll and have these kids and own these big houses and go to some Super Bowls together. And them same white girls that was with him when he ain't had nothing in college, that same Latin girl that was with him on draft night is the same one that you see when you backtrack. She now got 2 kids and they in the Super Bowl. You see him, you see his kids, and you see that same white girl. But the sisters say, y'all ain't got no allegiance, black man. Sisters say, build him up. Sisters say, build them up. And they gonna leave you. But the proof has always been in the pudding. Brothers, just like any man, appreciate allegiance. No limit says this. He say, YouTube unsubscribe me from you. What's up with that? That's YouTube, bro. Man, YouTube be doing that. Man, I got so many content creators, man, YouTube unsubscribe me from. You are not alone, brother. Shout out to all 101 guys up in here. YouTube did that to me too. He said, no, Dre, they build up fuck boy. stop Zeta when he lying. This is not a lie. It ain't like he lying. They build up fuckboys, not good, genuine brothers. The brothers that were in college that they didn't want to have time ski weed, they were too busy doing this shit. The ski weed shit, they was too busy doing that. And talking about how independent they were. But then, once they leave the college campus, is it just me? Do they not be fucking the fuckboys that live around the campus? So they won't sleep with or build with the brothers that are on the campus that the white girls appreciate, but they will sleep with every hood Negro around that campus. That Negro don't even know what the inside of a dorm look like, but he's the weed man. They smoke with every weed man around the campus. They'll take some of their college grant money and give it to the weed man so he can flip it. Girl, this is supposed to go to your college grant. Money that doesn't have to be paid. That check. What do? You give a huge portion of it to the weed man, to your crack boyfriend. They funny with it. But then they want to come on social media and fuss and cuss about the white girls. We gonna talk about it next month. NFL draft night and the night after. You think we ain't gonna talk about this? Because them sisters gonna be talking about it. They with them white girls again during NFL draft. They got the white girls. They showing the white girls. Yeah, the pro-conscious females is the feminists in diverse. But divest, my bad. They all get pregnant while they in school, not by the dudes that stay in school with. They get pregnant by one of them hood Negroes around the campus by those same fuck boys and give them all their money and stuff. Absolutely correct. That's why when sisters be crying, is it just me or do sisters be acting like we are not on the same planet, in the same neighborhoods, going to the same campus as they do? They will come on social media whining and crying as if we don't work in the same office with you. We see reality with you every day. We're right there at the campus. We saw who you were dating. We saw who got you pregnant. It wasn't the school mathematician. It wasn't Dwayne Wayne that got you pregnant. Remember on A Different World, Dwayne Wayne, he went to school as a mathematician. It wasn't a mathematician that got you pregnant. It was Pookie, who lived 5 blocks from the campus, who got you pregnant. We saw it. I don't know why women try to act like they're going to a different church or synagogue or temple. They act like we work at one office building and they work at a different office building, or we're in one military and they're in another military. We are literally right there, seeing your behavior in the military, seeing your behavior in college, seeing your behavior in corporate America. We are right there. Why you trying to play stupid on camera for white folks when us brothers who've been around you your whole life see who you sleeping with and who you rejected? We saw it. Let's go back to the video, gentlemen. This is just funny. Yep. Shout out to Rent Dude number 22.
Okay, this is the same man that will go and find a woman who's not doing this man up, help them with his resume.
From that man, you take your money and go put it up.
Never, ever build with a man unless you are an architect and that is your business partner and you're going to get that paycheck. you're going to get that contract deal, but you are not married and you are not sleeping with that man. Okay. Never build with a man ever if you have any type of self-esteem.
Men never pick the woman that did so much for them. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you didn't build this man up, help him with his resume, help him get a job, help him build a business, help him flip his money, help him when he didn't have no credit, help him raise his children on some you wasn't nobody before I met you type of thing, thinking that you're going to get a return on your investment or somehow this man's going to be indebted to you and do right by you because
she said that they get with men who wasn't nobody before they met them. You caught that? They get with men who she said, not me or you, who wasn't nobody, who didn't know how to write a resume. Black as night. The dude, based off of what she's saying, this dude didn't know how to write a resume. He was not. So in other words, what we've been saying for years, guys, they get with these brothers that have no skills, no abilities. They build these no good dudes up. And when a few of them do get on their feet and grow up, these women feel that he owes them because I got with you when you were just a weed man. And now that you own 2 liquor stores in the neighborhood, you don't know me no more. I helped you do the paperwork to get your liquor license. And now you don't know me. He was grimy when he was broke. Baby, did you think he's gonna start being grimy just because he's making some money now? These women think that these dudes are gonna stop being grimy because they're making money now. I helped you flip your money. They think they have the leverage if they get with a dude that ain't got nothing going on. But as soon as he get his GED and he enroll in college, he get with the woman that deserves a college man. I'm gonna say this again. One of the biggest mistakes I see women make, and it doesn't matter what race, I see this in the United States, and I've been saying this for years. All women think that they are made for every level of life. And I'm here to tell you this. Not all men are made for every level of life. There are some dudes in the hood because that's what they were born and raised for. They were born in the hood, they will die in the hood, and that's it. It's not about economics for them. They could have been out the hood. There's some dudes that got good money and they still live in the hood. Hang out with them same partners at that street corner, so be it. Once they get off work, it's been like that. So in every country, you got some dudes that ain't gonna grow, ain't gonna go nowhere. That's who they gonna be in life. Women never want to acknowledge that there are women that are like that too. The biggest mistake I see when it comes to relationships for men, we give women chances who are not built for the level of life that we're headed towards. As far as her anatomy, she looks good for a Cadillac. Your Dodge Ram, Ford Tough, your Ford F-150. She looks good for that. Stepping in, stepping out, she look good for it. Your woman ain't, you can't see her stepping out of a Lambo, Bentley, G-Wag. You can't see her doing that. She ain't built for that. She built for Cadillac, stepping out of a nice Cadillac, nice Escalade. She cute. She good for that. Mindset. She has an excellent mindset for the inner city. She's very ladylike. She's very, move her to the areas where houses are over 700,000. She ain't made for that. And some of us men don't want to admit the women that we choose are only good enough the way they carry themselves because they aren't willing to evolve. They're only good enough for that stage of life that you're in. And that's why a lot of times men leave certain women, because she was good enough can I be honest? There were certain women that were good enough for me when I was a dope dealer, when I was in them streets. They were perfect for them in them streets dudes. Perfect. Once I left the streets, it was nothing about them that said they can go to the mayor's fundraiser with me, the teacher of the year event, tuxedo and gowns. They weren't built for that. We're about to go volunteer at the Boys and Girls Club charity fundraiser. They weren't built for that. I'm about to go down to the city council meeting because we got some grassroots issues that we're working on. They weren't built for that. Just like there are some men that are not built for the progression of certain women, women don't want to acknowledge they ass ain't built. Some of y'all started off with the black and mild weed head chick, right? As you evolved, you didn't need a chick that smoked black and miles every day and weed every day, did you? You like it maybe on the weekends, maybe every once in a while, but you didn't need somebody that would just, when she wake up, she rolling up. You grew and you didn't need somebody that could roll up every day. You rolling up every day? Every day you rolling up? Like you got anomalies like Snoop Dogg that made it like that, but not every dude. And not every dude want a chick that can roll up every single mama day. I don't need to be that relaxed all day, every day. Right? Now, I ain't never smoked, so. Some women are great for the level of life that you were once in. Not all women are built for the level of life you're going into. Why did I say that? One of the things I did, and I mentioned this a couple months ago, when it came to Andrea. Can you guys see Andrea with me if I had nothing? When we lost the channels and times got tight, can you see me and Andrea still together? While I'm in Theo's class, can you see Andrea and I still together? Traveling to these countries that we travel to, can you see me and Andrea still together? One of my books took off and now I'm worth several million. Can you see me and Andrea still together? You know why? I made sure I got with somebody that was parallel to every stage of life that a man goes through. Good times, bad times. My woman is built for that. Health or unhealthy. Let's say I'm going through something with my body. Andrea is built for that. Got money, ain't got no money. Andrea is built for that. Living in her country or living in another country, Andrea is built for that. Just traveling or planning to relocate, Andrea is built for that. Disagreements, agreements, Andrea is built for that. Make sure you get a woman that's built for every stage that men go through, even if you don't go through that stage. I'm gonna say this again. Some of you guys are economically sound. You're so sound that it'll take true hardship for you to lose everything. Still get you a woman that carries herself that as if you would lose everything, she would still be on your team. Now, don't get you a woman that if everything goes haywire, she could be in your life. That's cool. But you also want her to have the ability to be in your life as you progress to the next level. Now you're 7 figures. A lot of women in Colombia ain't built for no 7 figures. A lot of women in Brazil ain't built for 7 figures. A lot of women in Utah are not built for 7 figures. A lot of women in Arizona, Kansas City, Detroit, Chicago, New York, Texas are not built for a 7-figure man. They all want one, but they do not understand the work that it takes to become a 7-figure man. So they don't have the patience to see you become a 7-figure man. They don't understand the type of people you're going to be around from now on when you're a 7-figure man. They don't even understand if you might have a side chick if you're a 7-figure man. They don't understand none of what Kevin Samuels was saying. They will bring their fat asses on Kevin Samuels' show all the time, right? And Kevin, what was Kevin's career? Image consulting. He was trying to tell women, it's your image. Are you the type of woman for every stage that a man would go through? Andrea is made for this stage of my life and the next stage of my life. You don't want a woman that's only good for 1 or 2 stages of your life. If she's great for the clubbing and great for the partying, some of you guys get with women that's great for vacationers. She is the best, the funniest chick that you ever want to be with in another country while you're on vacation. She is horrible if you relocated. You do not want her if your ass relocated to that country. You gonna be sad, mad, disappointed, kicking yourself, kicking a can down the road, everything if you deal with her once you relocate. So guys, get with you. If you're gonna be serious about somebody, and this if you're gonna be serious, get with you a woman that you can tell she's excellent when it comes to you vacationing, and she would even be better after you relocated. But most dudes only get with women that are only good for the vacation side of them. And you try to get with that woman and party with her and hang out with her as a relocator, you gonna get your feelings hurt. You gonna be a sad and mad brother if you try to get with that woman after you relocated to her country. Ooh wee! It's gonna be some sad songs. Your rent dude 22 says I saw a video of a man ask you know why they made sidewalks. Cause the motherfucking streets ain't made for everyone. Bars, everybody can't go with you. That is so true. So true. AMSM, my man supporting men. Shout out to you, brother. He say just like ghost power. He say just like ghost on power. Oh, just like ghost on power. See, if you put the capital G, I'd have understood it. Just like ghost on power. He say Tasha was good enough for him when he was a dope boy. Angela was better for him when he was trying to become a legit businessman, and that is true. That's a great example. That is a really good example. Tasha was perfect. I mean, perfect. It no matter how many millions he made in the dope game, whether he started from the bottom to the top, as long as he was doing street stuff, she was perfect. But the Latin chick, she was an attorney. No, was she? Yeah, she was a district attorney. The Latin chick was good enough for the life that he was trying to get off into. My man YLE says this. Shout out to you, brother. He said it. Yes, he said it. He says, sisters will say, we don't want struggle love, but the white woman will say, but the white woman support him in the beginning and reap the benefits on the back end. So true, gentlemen. So true. He says, is there anyone had the article of that? Hey, Kenny, let me know what you're talking about. Article of what it is. Let's go back to the video, gentlemen.
You helped him with all his. He's not, okay? This is the same man that will go and find a woman who's not doing half of the things that you're doing and give her the sun, the moon, and the stars because she makes him feel like a man.
Don't build, it's not cute. And he will resent you. He will. He'll use you for financial gain, and then he'll go get the woman that he really wants. Might be me. Picture that, okay? The one giving you game.
Ladies, do not build anything with a man that is not your husband. Yes, it is fair for men to desire a woman who they can build with, but your job is not to prove to them that they can build with you by building with them prematurely. Their job is to notice that quality, that trait in you, that you're capable of that, and then commit to you and you guys start to build together.
Let me make this crystal clear for you. A man that is into you will never be okay accepting money from you. Let me say this one more time. There are a lot of women that are out here and you are spoon feeding and taking care of these grown ass men, and you are impeding his process from being a grown ass man, because it is a man's job to go out and find a fucking way, and you are stopping him from doing that. And let me go a little bit deeper, right? Because no grown man should be entertaining a woman that is okay with watching him go outside every day and break his fucking back and break his fucking neck in order to provide a lifestyle that she is not aiding in providing with you. A wife, a girlfriend is a helpmate. So if she is not helping you, she is hurting you. A relationship is about balance. There is no such thing as I do 100% of the workload or I do it all, because at that point, somebody's being used and abused, and that's just real as it get. Am I lying?
The difference between the women back then that were working that you want to talk about, because we've been working, we've been holding it down. The difference is that the money was going back into the household. It was being combined with the man's money to lead a force front, not go against your household to break it apart. That's why they are leaving, because you become disloyal. These are the same women that say stupid stuff like I agree to disagree, but also say things like I want a man to lead me, but also be the same woman that say, no, but I got this, get out the way. Does it make any sense? Not to me. You want to say, well, give us something to submit to. Baby, give them something to protect.
So men are always hollering that they're the protectors, but the truth is they've never protected women at all. They've subjugated us, they've oppressed us, but they've never protected us. Now, let me ask you, who commits more crimes in the U.S.? Men. Who commits more crimes globally? Men. How are you the protector and also the perpetrator of all the crimes? And then who are these crimes against? Men commit the majority of crimes against women and other men. They are even a danger to themselves. And I don't understand why men don't stand up and talk about this. Instead, they want to gaslight women into believing that they're the protectors. Do you know that the number one reason for a pregnant black woman to be unalived used to be the healthcare system in this country? It is now the men who fathered the child. Men are a danger to men, women, and children. They're an epidemic.
When feminists say they don't need men, you ready for this? When feminists say they don't need men.
Before we go any further, sister just said men don't protect women because the people that do the crimes are the women. Are the men, right? That's what the sister just said. Let's bring that beat back. That's what this sister just said. She said that you men, as a collective, don't necessarily protect them Because most of the crimes are done by men. She's right. Only one problem. She assumes that that's the only thing that men protect women from. I want to name off a couple things that men protect women from. Men protect women from as we looked at the video, falling infrastructure. Men built the infrastructure, but men know that infrastructure ages. Men protect them by allowing her to be able to set her cell phone up and it turns on. Why? Because it's men that's up in those wires, making sure that those wires don't snap. It's men underwater, making sure fiber optics is set up. It's men that are making sure bridges are either strengthened or rebuilt. It's men that are building faster trains, better planes, better cars that are safe. Men protect them, first of all, from crumbling infrastructure in one way or another. Number two, economic collapse. Doesn't matter what she says. Most of the companies that she'll invest in to have her nest egg for the future, the CEO or the CFO or the COO will probably be a man. The person that hired her during the job interview probably was a man. 9 times out of 10, when it comes to bank loans, probably got approved for her car by a man. In other words, the person that's keeping her protected from economic collapse are men who set up a structure to where she and other women can invest their monies into to not have economic collapse. It's just funny to sit back and see this. Next thing that men could protect women from. I didn't even talk about other men or criminals and stuff like that, did I? Elements. It's easy for her to go home to her home that was built by men to protect her from the elements. She can turn on her heating and air conditioning. Why? Because the HVAC men out there that went to school and got their certifications and their careers, so they can go ahead and learn how to work with heating and the air conditioning units. Men take care of those roofs if anything happens to protect them from the elements. Men make sure that those windows are strong enough to protect her from the elements. If they think that we don't protect them, don't go into the apartments that we buy, that we built. Go and build your own. Go ahead, ladies, build your own. All lady construction team, build your own. Go and build houses that protect you from the elements. If you think you don't need men to protect you in any way, go ahead. Build your houses. See how that works out. Men protect women from elements, economic collapse, and from the decay of infrastructure. That's just a few areas. The last area where men protect women, you ready? And you can take this one to the bank, from themselves. Women like this, they go left, and that's why they get left. Once they have the right man in their lives, whether it be pastor, priest, or prophet, whether it be doctor, a lawyer, or Indian chief, now they always want to bounce. How many of y'all have ever been, this is how much women need men to protect themselves. Y'all ready? How many times have you been the side dude and she's asking you for advice? Put a 1 in the comment section if you have ever been the side dude and she always asking you for advice as if you the main dude. Always want you to counsel them as if you the main dude. Direct her as if you the main dude. I'm your side dude. I'm supposed to come to this hotel room, beat your coochie up, and leave. You can't never do that, can you? She always wants you to protect her from her with some type of advice all the time. You can't just smash her. You got to be an advisor, a counselor, psychiatrist, a guide, a leader, a guru, and the side dude. If all you do is that have never thought about this, you ain't never been a side dude, I'm telling y'all, being a side dude is work. Do not think ever that being a side dude is just about the sex. These women want your wife, your girlfriend, want us side dudes to rescue her from her. How many times as the side dude you ever asked her, why you doing this? He seemed like a cool dude. Even the side dudes are trying to protect her from her. Why you out here cheating on your man? He a cool dude. Why you asking about him? That ain't none of your business. You gon' beat the coochie up. You like, hey, you right, ain't? I'm gonna beat this coochie up in this hotel room anyway. But you still be thinking to yourself like, man, the way she described him, he ain't out there cheating. He take care of the kids. They got like 3 or 4 major bank accounts. They got 2 businesses. They own a house here and they got a house in California. Why she cheating? Why she with me? Even a side dude will try to rescue a woman from herself. Protect her from herself. If you guys ever wonder, the number one thing when you sit back, you say, I'm a provider, I'm a protector, I'm the penis, meaning the intimacy of the household. I'm the problem solver. All that is cool. But when it comes to protecting a woman, the number one place any husband could tell you, any long-term boyfriend can tell you, the number one protection that you will do for your woman on a regular basis is not some dude that's walking down the street trying to grab her or somebody breaking in the house. That is not the number one form of protection. The number one form of protection that you will do for your woman is protecting her from her damn self all the time. All the time. A woman could just walk into a mall and just be like, oh, that's a nice dress. That's a nice this, that. You walking through the mall like, okay. Now you know you got one of your credit cards overspent. Do not overspend your next credit card. I'm not. I just said I saw a nice dress. I just said I saw it. You're gonna be protecting anybody that loves a woman, and I don't care what race, color, creed she is. You're going to spend more time protecting her from her than you are protecting her from somebody that's going to break in the house. Do not ever think that you're going to protect her. When y'all dudes think about I protect my woman. In what way? If somebody was to run up on her, you got it bass backwards. That is one of the ways, but I'm telling you the number one way that you as her man going to be protecting her is from herself. Babe, I hear a sound in the car. I don't know what that is knocking. Did you get the oil change a couple months ago? Huh? I'm supposed to change the oil. Babe, when was the last time you got the oil change in this car? I don't know. You going out there with the snowplow. It's 5:15 in the morning. Everybody in the house still asleep. Snow is 4 inches deep. You out there with the snow shovel, snow plow, and putting ice out. You know why? Because you got to protect her from her. Because she won't do it. She will walk her butt out there in them cute boots on her way to work and bust her ass on that black ice that's underneath the snow that she doesn't know that's underneath the snow is that ice sheet. And she'll be walking to the car, and all of a sudden you be looking out the window, legs flying up in the air in slow motion, and she about to bust her ass. All she know is that my husband shoveled the snow and put the ice out there. It's for me and the kids, and he warmed the car up for me and the kids. You're gonna spend more time protecting your woman from her goddamn self than anything else. So if you do sitting around think I protect my woman, I need my muscles and I need the woman. That's only one way you protect yourself or protect her. I gotta make sure I got that artillery. I gotta be able to do that. Yeah, that's one way you protect your woman. And every blue moon, that opportunity comes. I'm telling you something that's gonna happen almost every damn day. You thinking about, yeah, I gotta protect my family. That's important. But all you dudes, the number one protection of a man for a woman is protecting her from her damn self. It's been times when your woman talk about her friends and you be like, babe, I recommend that you don't get involved in that. But that's my girl, babe. I'm telling you how this is gonna work out. Your girl cheating, and she's still my girl. I'm telling you, that's gonna backfire on you. You go ahead and get involved in that, or she be like, "Ain't that LaWanda's man over there?" Yeah, that's your girl's man, and don't you open up your mouth about it. I'm about to take a photo. You're not about to take no damn photo or nothing. What's gonna happen is you're gonna lose a friendship. Because LaWanda ain't gonna leave her husband just because you told LaWanda and show her a photo of her man cheating. You don't know if LaWanda already know that her man cheating and she just don't want to be embarrassed in front of the rest of her friends, including you. So I recommend, babe, let's finish off our meal, eat dessert, drink some coffee, have a good time, and get the hell up out of here and act like we didn't see LaWanda's husband. Because what's gonna happen? LaWanda gonna be pissed at you, boo, before she get pissed at her husband. You're gonna lose a friend fucking around. You dudes have to be ready to protect your woman from herself. Women think that we protect them from other men, the dangerous men out there. That's how much we protect them. We protect women so much on a daily basis, they get the luxury of thinking we only protect them when it comes to fisticuffs and physicalness. They get to lay on the pillow of mediocrity and say, well, my husband protects me because anybody break in the house and he got it. Little does she know, you are protecting her from herself more than any other thing. That one's for free. That one's for free. He say, facts, I was just telling a young man that the other day. The engine's about to blow. They do not understand it. Zeta says this. He said, yeah, all the girls island, and they need men to fix it, but men, yeah, absolutely correct. But men not allowed on it. Ain't that some crazy? I didn't get that one. I didn't get that one. Zeta says, I don't protect side chicks. He said, I don't protect side chicks cheating on their man because they usually willing to cheat and come to me instead of being with her, instead of being with her man. Okay, instead of being with her man, she just a part of the game. And that's true. That's true. Ishmael said this. He said, that's why feminists failed at building their own country recently. That island that the women tried to build, and it just fell apart. They asked men for help and they gave up. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Will says, Sally, when you the side dude, them chicks actually expect us to only sleep with them. They will also stalk you. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Yeah, you guys always remember your job is to protect your job is to protect your woman from herself more than anything else that you'll do on a regular basis. A part of the love that your woman has for you is the fact that you protect her from her. Any man that's in a serious relationship will tell you, yes, I had to protect my woman from the little things. The little things that she would do, the little things that she would walk off into. They think it's us. We let them talk. They think they're protecting us from us. They do not realize how much we protect them from them with the little things we do. Let's continue on. And that's why I showed the men protecting the women from elements by the things that we do as men.
And children. They're an epidemic.
When feminists say they don't need men, you ready for this? When feminists say they don't need men, 96% of construction workers are men. 95% of electricians are men. 95% of plumbers are men. 98% of carpenters are men. 94% of HVAC technicians are men. 97% of mechanics are men. 96% of welders are men. 91% of truck drivers are men. And we know what the other 90%
Damn right, Marge.
Yeah.
Large
97% of roofers are men. 95% of oil rig workers are men. 90% of machine operators are men. 85% of network engineers are men. 91% of mechanical engineers are men. 86% of civil engineers are men. 96% of firefighters are men. 85% of police officers are men. 80%.
All of this is during the era of equal rights. Every single one of the jobs that he just mentioned, women have the right to for years, since the 70s. Think about it, guys. We're talking about 40, 50 years now. Women have had the right since the 70s to join in on these jobs, correct? And yet, reading these statistics, women still have not taken advantage of the equal rights to help build infrastructure, to help build societies, to help protect countries. They can enroll in military just as much as we do, but it's always men that do it more. Absolutely. She lied, Tori. She lied.
90% of military personnel are men. 90% of pilots are men. 94% of train operators are men. 92% of forklift operators are men.
Wow.
These are some of the riskiest jobs in the world.
Yo, it's fucking 5:14 a.m. on fucking Tuesday, and it's fucking 14 degrees outside, bro. But you know what the fuck I'm going to do, bro? I'm going to work my badass blue-collar job, bro, because that's what the fuck men do.
Women don't have skin in the game, so they shouldn't vote.
We don't have skin in the
Shout out to the blue collar brothers.
game because men didn't let us have skin in the game. You do realize that, right?
Well, here's the thing. Y'all could join the military now. You guys could do everything now.
Yeah, we can because we fought for that right.
Yeah, but you guys don't use it. I find it interesting
We
how
don't use it?
y'all don't enjoy it, though. Like, you know? It's
So
like,
we don't use our rights?
Y'all don't use it. It's not like you guys want to do a lot of these things. You guys fight for rights that you don't even use a lot of the times.
Like what?
Is that true? Did women and do women fight for rights that they don't even use a lot of the time? The right to say, I don't need a man, but yet they always asking us for something. The right to sit back and work some of these hard jobs, but yet men are doing them still to this day in the high 90s. That women have the right to run for more political offices, but not as many are running. A lot more are, but not as many. Statistics show that over 90% of jobs that have air conditioning are jobs that women do. I'm gonna say this again. I'm trying to look that up tonight. Statistics show over 90% of jobs that have any form of air conditioning are done by women. Hospitals, women would rather work there. Corporate America, women would rather work there. Colleges, universities, elementary schools, high schools, front office of the sales team, accountants. 90% of the jobs that women have air conditioning. Just like the young brother just said, women fought for rights that they don't even use. Women fought for rights that they don't even use.
So,
like what?
oh, well, women want equality, right? All the time. Oh, we want to be able to do everything that men can do. But why is it that all the hard manual labor jobs are dominated by men? Why is it that men control all the infrastructure points, right? Why is it that men are the garbage collectors, men are the electricians, men are the power linesmen, men are the plumbers, men are the ones that literally keep society going so that you can enjoy the first world conveniences you do, right? So you can go ahead and have your bullshit psychology degree or whatever it is that you're studying. So the reality is that men make the world go round, and we civilized it to the point where you guys forgot that men really run shit, and we give you the opportunities that you have.
Why do we as black women continue to say that we're the least protected and ask black men to protect us if we're not willing to listen to them? Men can't protect someone that is not willing to listen to them. And most black men are not going to protect some random chick on the street. He's going to protect his wife. He's going to protect someone he loves, someone he's with, someone he's responsible for. He's not going to protect Shaniqua out on the corner or some chick in the mall. He's not going to do that. So if we want protection, we have to be under the covering of men. Otherwise, women, go get yourself a gun, learn how to train, or learn martial arts or jiu-jitsu or something like that. But stop asking men to protect you.
I don't understand how women can say we don't need a man and then follow that up by saying men aren't protecting us.
Y'all are the most vulnerable people that need the most counseling.
We are
right
the
now
people
in
that
this
are
time.
most
Y'all motherfuckers is
unprotected in society.
That part.
The black woman, and we feel like the black men are not protecting us.
We're not. You said you were independent, meaning apart from us. You said you don't need no man. No protection is separating yourselves from the protectors and their instructions.
But you have to be able to listen, and listen does not mean control. Where'd that come from? Who cares?
Shout out to Nordine in the building with the $5 love. Nordine said, that's so true, because the dirty and the dangerous jobs are done by the very men like myself that they look down upon us until they need us, like my job. Absolutely correct. When they need you, then all of a sudden you're a hero in their eyes. Let me bring this segment back with this young lady.
Listen does not mean control. Where'd that come from? Who came up with that? Who said, I want to control you? That never came out of their mouth. They said, you won't listen to me. What does that look like? You're not hearing me. You don't want to see. You're being naive. I said, follow me. Let me control you. You don't want to be open-minded. But these are also the same women that's not taking accountability, making assumptions, and then coming up with their own false reality so they can have a reason to justify the behavior that they are putting out to disrespect these men.
Women don't want to hear the truth because women don't want to be accountable for their actions, and they want to blame all their actions on their emotions.
Yeah.
And women, that's like they talk about Kevin Samuels.
Right.
I don't necessarily like the lane that he goes with what he says. I don't like the way he says it, but I agree with a lot of what he says. And women, I lost so many followers because I said I agree with him. They were really upset with me. And they said, Kevin Samuels is gay and he's this. And I said, he's none of those things. He's just speaking the truth.
Yeah.
And the truth is, you want a high-valued man, which is fine if you want him, but does he want you?
Nice.
And if he doesn't want you, then your expectations are too high. You're not being realistic with your standards and boundaries for a relationship because you want this high-valued man who makes 6 figures and he's over 6 feet tall and he's got to be handsome with this amazing body. And here you are, overweight, obese, 3 kids, living with your parents, no education. Is he looking for you? And if he's not looking for you, then you're not being realistic with your expectations. Because there are a lot of good men out there who are interested in you that you are passing up because you're not being realistic.
Amazing.
And it's oftentimes because you idolize relationships on social media and you're looking for that.
On my radio show, I have these biblical questions that I put out. And this week, the biblical question is, what do men and women want from each other? What do men and women want?
I can only say what I want. No,
yeah, you're right about that.
Black women have had the most resistance to accountability, not just in my practice, but we just see it across the board. Black women seem to have, I don't get any pleasure saying this, y'all. I think this is super sad. Black women seem to have trouble taking responsibility for their own impact on their lives and have a hard time taking responsibility for course correcting in order to change. Black women have resisted coming to the table. Women are largely silent. At this point, y'all, it's not a good use of time to try to shake women out of a stupor. And it's so sad. If you're a woman like that, come out. We have to move on.
Why is it that we as black women feel comfortable checking black men, but the moment a black man checks us, we call it misogyny, control, or toxic? Don't scroll. Let's talk about it. Why does it seem like accountability only applies when we're the one giving it? We criticize black men, drag them online every day, talk about how they lead, talk about what they do, what they don't do. But the moment a black man says, sis, you out of line, or start calling you out on your bad attitude, all of a sudden he's bashing women. We can dish it, but we can't take it. Call a man weak for not being a leader, but then when he does lead, you say he's being controlling. Which one is it? If we want growth and healing from our men, we have to be able to look in the mirror and check ourselves first. Because checking somebody, that's not hate, that's love. And if we can't be corrected without getting offended, maybe the problem isn't the message. Maybe it's our pride.
Baby, black women might as well be the new KKK with fat booty, lace front wigs, and manicured nails.
Woo. She said black women might as well be the new KKK with the lace fronts and the nails.
Why do I say that? Because you are still supporting the opposing team if you are against our men. If you can find a reason to argue with me for protecting our men, you tell me how you are not the op. Nobody told you not to be strong. You're just being strong for the wrong people. Nobody told you not to have a voice. You're just using it against the wrong person. Yes, be strong. Yes, be passionate. But for your people, not against our own men. What part are, if we lose our king, game over? You have power, but you're using it for the wrong thing. They're giving us the rope to hang ourselves, giving us government assistance and money, anything to make us feel powerful, telling us to pretty much forget everything they do for us, telling us that he doesn't matter, telling us that we are more important than our men. And you take the bait. You take the bait. You do. And then after you take the bait, you do the dirty work. You start feeling yourself. Instead of taking that money that you're available to make, to combine it, you're keeping it to yourself. Instead of uplifting that black man, you are talking down to that black man. Yeah. You want that man to protect you. You want that man to love you, but you won't be loyal to him. You won't respect him. You want to yell at him. You want to call him out his name. You don't want to learn from him. You don't want to hear him. You want to talk about all the things, the hardship that we women went through. Well, in the past, we were in the house and we were doing this and we were working. They was outside working too. When we was only getting paid this much, it was going right back into the house. They was working to put into the house. We've been working, but who are we working for? That's the question.
There was some money involved here. Our grandparents worked the fields together, had economic reason to stay together, and so they did.
In a factory, man works in factory, woman takes care of children. Economic reason again to stay together. But in this new economy, where you now have women working just as much, if not more, than men, you now hear women telling men, I don't need you. Got my own job. Do what I want to do when I want to do it. And we are now doing it very well and by ourselves. You know the #1 song in America a couple of years ago, Ain't Nothing Going On But the Rent. If you want to be with me, you got to have a job. It's all about money. All about money. When the economy changed, the family structure changed. And so now we have a lot of people making plenty of money and lonely. They place money before family. You see, black men want to do what white men do. Buy their family a house in the suburbs, 2 cars, and once a year go down to Orlando for Disney World vacation. And when black men can't do that, they don't feel they're worthy enough to stay. Now you see, the problem is there are 2 responses black women can give to black men when they're out of work. Now the first response some women say is, well, if you ain't working, you got to go. If you ain't working, you got to go. That's the mistake. Because black men don't hire nor fire, nor control the means of production. Now, before black men say that's right, brother, you tell them, please, brothers, quit assuming that black women took our jobs away. Because black women also do not hire nor fire. We are being played off against each other for some crumbs. We recommend the second response. For black women to say to that man, well, if you ain't working, can you at least go back to school? Can you at least learn a skill? Or at least make dinner or wash dishes while I'm gone?
Black folk, pay attention. It's about to get a whole lot worse. I'm Frank Ski, and I'm just frankly speaking. Do me a favor. Do not scroll from this video. I'm going to keep it quick, but I got an important message, and you need to listen.
Now, just to let you guys know, this brother dropped this video just a few weeks ago. This is a 2026 video. Everything that he's about to say is 2026, not 2024, not 2025, not the Biden administration, not the Obama administration. We're talking about right now.
Over the past several weeks, several major corporations and small major businesses have announced massive layoffs. Let me go over just a few so you can understand what we're dealing with. Intel, 27,000 jobs. UPS, 34,000. Geico, 30,000. Microsoft, 15,000. Exxon, 2,000. Chevron, 9,000. Boeing, Disney, BP Gasoline, 7,000. Estee Lauder, 7,000 employees. Kohl's, Kroger, Nestle, 16,000 employees. Nissan, 20,000 employees. Panasonic, 10,000 employees. Porsche, 4,000 employees. Price Waterhouse, 15,000. Even Starbucks, 2,000 employees. I can list off another 25 that will blow your mind, but in the benefit of time, I won't, because I want to say something to everybody listening. We got to get it together. We are too far spread out in the black community.
This is right now. I'm going to bring that beat back so you guys can see that. And the reason why I mentioned what he mentioned and gave a time date on it, I didn't want you guys to think that, well, that Andre must have got this clip from 2024, or this must be a clip from earlier last year when all those sisters got laid off. So this must be a clip. No, bruh. This clip and this information is 2026. And he's right. If y'all decide to stay in the States with the sisters, you and the sisters, or you and the white girl, whoever it is, y'all gonna have to work together because time's gonna be tight for everybody. This war is not disappearing. These drone strikes between one country and another country is not coming to an end anytime too soon. Your president has attacked over 8 countries with strikes. The same one that said he wanted the Nobel Peace Prize. The same one that said, and during the election, they're going to be calling me the president of peace. The first president in U.S. history to ever attack 8 countries in less than a year. If y'all think that the stock exchange and crypto is about to take, if y'all plan on staying in the States, You plan on being with some of them sisters. Shout out to the sisters. I'm telling you, y'all gonna have to work together, because these layoffs that this brother just mentioned is not just, happenstance. Let me bring that beat back for what the brother was just saying. AMSM said this one. Shout out to you once again. He said, no, Andre. He said, I'm 41 now. If I made it single this far. He said, hey, if I made it single this far, I'm going to remain single. He said, I can't save any of these.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful night. Give yourself a round of applause. So lovely. Everyone's so lovely. And while you're in the clapping mood, I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate.
Give yourself.
Sexual Chocolate. They play so fine, don't you agree?
Yes, sir. And we kidnapped the president of Venezuela. Yes, sir. Give yourself a round of applause. Zeta says this. He says, yeah, the hey big head moment. Ronan says, he said, hey big head is about to be their national anthem. That's true. That's so true. It's about to be their anthem, their song of the year. Zeta says, the black community is pretty much over in America. And in the States, it's not going to get better. Basically surviving on fumes. Woo! You guys are hey, you guys know more than I do. My brother Kobe says this. He said, I agree with AMSM 2025. He said, it's not my problem. I'm out. That's how I feel. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm mentioning this information. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Let's go back to the video. Shout out to you guys.
You ain't working. Can you at least go back to school? Can you at least learn a skill? Or at least make dinner or wash dishes while I'm gone?
Black folk, pay attention. It's about to get a whole lot worse. I'm Frank.
Wow, shout out to Corporal ST in the building. He said, Dre, when I was security operations manager at Samson, I personally had to have one of my officers or myself walk out over 700 workers in less than 2.5 years. Wow, this is not a game. This is not a game. Shout out to you guys once again.
Ski, and I'm just frankly speaking. Do me a favor. Do not scroll from this video. I'm going to keep it quick, but I got an important message and you need to listen. Over the past several weeks, several major corporations and small major businesses have announced massive layoffs. Yep. Let me go over just a few so you can understand what we're dealing with. Intel, 27,000 jobs. UPS, 34,000. Geico, 30,000. Microsoft, 15,000. Exxon, 2,000. Chevron, 9,000. Boeing, Disney, BP Gasoline, 7,000. Estee Lauder, 7,000 employees. Kohl's, Kroger, Nestle, 16,000 employees. Nissan, 20,000 employees. Panasonic, 10,000 employees. Porsche, 4,000 employees. Price Waterhouse, 15,000. Even Starbucks, 2,000 employees. I can list off another 25 that will blow your mind, but in the benefit of time, I won't, because I want to say something to everybody listening. We got to get it together. We are too far spread out in the black community. We have to come together. This is the time to get it right with your family and move back in together. We got to start consolidating our resources. This whole thing about black families living all over the place and everybody being separated, no. We got to do like a lot of other cultures do. We got to bring everybody back in the house and pull our resources together. If we do not pull our resources, a lot of us will not survive.
There were so many things that was brought up that it just bothers me. You want to talk about child support? That's a scam and a hustle. You know damn well them kids don't see that money. These are also the same women that's pretty much saying that we don't need black men, but you're asking for his money. No, These are also women that purposely get pregnant or had control over getting pregnant and then decided, well, I want to slave the black man to me. So no matter how far he gets, he still owes me money. The government tells you he owes you money. But if you really cared about that man, spending time with his children, loving his children, putting it to his children, you would you would beg the government to make him pay time and not money. But it's because you are benefiting off that money, which is why you are pushing so hard for it. Your closet is full of clothes. You have so many different items, accessories, cars. But the child's closet is empty. The child is hungry. The child has needs. I have yet to see that child have a better education, live in a better neighborhood. I want to see that child benefit, not you.
Ladies, make sure that when your child support hits, you go out and buy yourself something nice.
She said, ladies, make sure when that child support hits, you go out and buy yourself something nice.
Because you deserve it. I get $3,200 a month in child support, and I always make sure that I take care of myself.
The reason why she gets $3,200 a month, she's got 6 or 7 kids, by the way. 6 or 7 kids. I think it's 7 kids that she has. This is the same woman that's in the middle of a divorce right now for going on TikTok and telling people that she does not cook and clean for her husband. She only cooks and clean for her kids. And because of this, her husband found out about her videos and kicked her out. And now she's in the middle of divorce.
First. I go to the spa. I take myself on amazing vacations by myself, as I should, because being with kids is a full-time job. So I deserve to have a little bit of a wait time. As long as the kids are taken care of, who cares what you use the money?
Make this shit up, man. It sounds like you only need about $500 for that child support. You know, I tell men this all the fucking time. One of the single most important choices you will ever make in your life is the one that you choose to wife up.
Ma'am, do you not feel guilty for taking candy from a child, your child, to be specific? Because that is what you're doing. Even if you are getting a crazy amount of child support and you can't find ways to spend it all on the child at this point, maybe they're too young, punt it into a savings account and punt their name on it. I can't believe that more parents don't do this, because at some point that child is going to grow up and they're going to know, they're going to find out. And trust me, when that day happens, they are going to see you for who you are.
So she spent their children's money on a new car. Social media called it. If you didn't know, Tyreek was in court because his baby mama wants $38,000 a month in child support instead of $5,000 a month. Also, an extra $300K for the children. Yeah, the judge cut that off because the judge said she's lying about what she's spending the money on. She was supposed to only use $100,000 to buy a car. She went and took $96K from the money that was for the children to get herself a brand new Bentley.
So which is it? Are you for us? Or are you against us? Because it's really starting to look like you want a debt relief program and a sponsorship. You want to use the black man, but you do not want to support or protect the black man, but you want him to support and protect you. The black man is not against us. He is protecting himself from a bunch of snakes. Because the moment we feel emotions of you're not doing enough of what I say, you're not doing enough of what I want, I'm going to be disloyal to you. I'm going to sell you out to them. I'm going to call them to come get you, to enslave you even more, to make your life even harder, and not realizing that I am putting myself in the hole to fall down with you. Because at the end of the day, the white man is not our king. The black man is. If the black man fails, we fail too. We are a reflection of our king. We are a reflection of them, and they are a reflection of us. So why are we going against our own household? Why are we going against our own men? If you can find a way to argue with me for protecting our black men, if you can find a way to feel some kind of way because I love our black men, if you are so stuck on yourself, on what I got and what I need, all I'm hearing out your mouth is I. But you love the black man. No, you don't.
The men on the flip side don't want a woman that's saying, I don't need you. Ooh. I make my own money, so what do I need you for?
But wait, can I ask you a question? What is the problem with
I don't need you to function in my life, but I do desire you. I do love you. I do want you, but I do not need you to
Oh, SD, what's up, SD? So
You talking that up on the humble, because that's
Go
not
ahead,
that's and a lot of times I don't even fall in line with the traditional conversation, but like that's not how that badge gets worn.
Okay, how does
that
it get
badge
worn?
doesn't get worn as I don't need you, but I love you. It's I don't need you because you triggered something in me that validated what I thought about y'all all along.
Listen, let me tell you, because I know men be like, oh, you hate men. No, I don't hate men. I really love men. I do. But, you know, I'm not going to put up with your shit no more. You know, I love ice cream. I can't eat it. It makes my stomach hurt.
The dairy. It's a lot of dairy.
It's a lot of dairy.
Yeah.
So I think you're beautiful, but you full of shit. And you're not going to ruin my peace or my time or my house or my anything anymore. And it's not about me saying, I don't need you, because I do. I need you. But what I need is what you need. Peace.
Women don't love you, guys. I'm just let you know. This is how it works. They receive love. We give love. They don't return it back. They do us favors. And then guess what? They're off back shopping. They off back trying to have it all. They off back at their career. You're just there to just fill a little bit of time in the void. And then she's on to the next dude.
You want to use the black man. You say he wants you to be a white woman? No, he don't. He wants you to understand him. He wants you to listen to him. He wants you to respect him so he can honor, respect, support, and love you. You want to talk about femininity? How can you do that trying to be the head? It feels too good to have that kind of power, but you were never meant to be in that position. Use your power for where you're supposed to stand from. You really think these men gonna talk business with you? You ain't got no woman president yet. Baby, we will be left in the dark, so use where we are supposed to stand to our best of our ability to make a difference. Women are not meant to be the head. Accept that. Respect that. Because there's a lot of power in that too.
One thing you have to know about women is that deep down, they love patriarchy. Women have been lied to about patriarchy, so they think that they hate it. But I can tell you, women love a man with a patriarchal mindset because it's that type of man that holds traditional values. And whether she's a traditional or modern-minded woman, all women love traditional men.
This is all we want, right? We're very simple. Very simple. We want a man who acts like a man, who's manly, who takes care of things. Leader. I don't need you to kill an alligator with your hands, but I need to feel so feminine around you because you are so masculine that I can turn my brain off because I know you've got it. Yeah. I trust you. I trust your intellect. I trust your character. I trust that I can close my eyes and follow you blindly and I'm going to be happy about where I end up. That's what it's about. We go out. I don't have to use my brain. I don't have to think. You know what I mean? Order the whole thing for us. Take me, plan the thing. Say you tell me where we're going. And we're all set.
Most women, not all, but most women want assertive, dominant man that's a leader that knows what path he's on and she wants to come along for the ride. There's a reason why 50 Shades of Grey is like the most popular book. It's because that man exemplifies so many different attractive and arousing characteristics that women look for. And if a guy can exemplify that and be congruent to it, you're going to be very attractive to a lot of women. And then on top of that, a lot of women find you attractive. You have abundance mindset. Your girl's going to be in line because she's going to see other girls looking at you. We know the importance of pre-selection when it comes to women. And I've always said it, when you have other women in line, the girl that you're with is going to get in line.
That's a cold line right there. Let's bring that back, Myron. Myron, we're going to bring that back for you, big man. You said women that realize other women you have in line, they will get in line. Shout out to Johnny B in the building. Yeah, Leslie. Leslie is a perfect example. No matter how much money a woman's got, yeah, it ain't gonna happen, baby.
You have a abundance mindset. Your girl's going to be in line because she's going to see other girls looking at you. We know the importance of pre-selection when it comes to women. And I've always said it, when you have other women in line, the girl that you're with is going to get in line.
The man might be the loud voice, but the woman is the whisper that makes the difference. Know your spot. Uphold it. If that doesn't answer you, if you still feel like you want to argue with me, then you are not for the Black people. You are the op. You are the problem. You are the failure.
Shout out to this sister. Like I said, I knew she was coming with it. There are women that are tired of women. That's what this whole episode was about. They're done with these games. They're done with the childishness. They don't want to be bothered with it anymore. They're tired of being around women that pretend like men don't know what they're talking about. They're tired of women trying to use the white man, the white brothers, as a scapegoat when they know statistically most white dudes aren't reaching out for them. Less than 1%, I think it's just 1% of Black women are married to white dudes. They'll even try to use it as a pole of comparison. Well, you know, the marriages between white men and Black women are the most stable, long-lasting marriages. That's true. We had no problem with that. But how the hell you gonna try to compare us to 1% of y'all? White men marry Black women at a 1% clip. 1. And they're dancing in the streets about that one that stayed married. What about the 99% of you sisters that get married? Most of y'all gonna end up in a divorce. And what about the other 75% of sisters that will never get married? All the proposal queens. I've been proposed to 7 times, 6 times, 3 times, 4 times, been proposed to. I love what Kevin Samuels used to have to put them in check and say, we don't count proposals on this channel. Because if it was up to them, they would do Kevin Samuels like Kendra G and count proposals. Kevin said, we don't count no damn proposals on this channel. Nordine is in the building once again. Nordine says, he said, ladies, I have a question. When a disaster happens, escalate? Well, let me see. I haven't seen that. Let me write that word down. I haven't seen that before. Oscillator, please, Facebook, man-made or otherwise, do you want feminism to come to protect you and save you, or do you want a man to do that? You know what their answer would be? Off of the videos that we've seen. Y'all ain't gonna protect us anyway. They will not answer that question, Ordine. You just asked a yes or no question. When was the last time you saw any of these feminists or modern women answer a yes or no question? They will dance around it, but they do not answer yes or no questions. Why? Because yes or no questions often mean that they have to take accountability. And as we looked at tonight, they are not going to do that. They are not going to do that. KP says this. He said, do you think that these women agree with us or just want views? I believe it's both. I believe that women realize it is just like the Derrick Jacksons in the show tonight's conversation realize there is money in catering to the woes of women. Well, there are women that realize there is money in answering the questions, in addressing issues that men have. There is money in it. Shout out to the Crimson Cures. Shout out to the Danica Maries. Shout out to the Sixta Goddesses. They're not pandering, but they realize, hey, there's money, you know. Even Just Pearly Things knows that. There's money on answering the questions on both ends. So I understand where you're coming from. Ronan says this. He said the biggest problem now, most women are already 2 kids down before they get in line. This is true too. 2 kids, and statistics show, what is it, 53% or 47% of all women that have children in the United States have at least 2 baby daddies. So you got to deal with you're not even, see, y'all be sitting around talking about the kids. Man, listen, I ain't even tripping on them kids. Them kids got at least 2 baby. That woman got at least 2 baby daddies. So even if you cool with one, you got to deal with this other knucklehead that still want her back. Man, y'all have some fun with that in the States, man. In a way in the world. Some of y'all end up being baby daddy number 3. You knew she had 2 baby daddies. You still got with her and got her pregnant. Zeta says, I've already decided my masculinity will not be out of the States. I will give my resources to women outside. I guess you meant to say in the States. I will give my resources outside of the States, preferably Cambodia and other countries, because I'm tapped out. Esco says this. He say that woman's rent is 10 years too late. I can agree with that. Enough dudes have clearly checked out. Dudes are adapting to the battlefield. Absolutely correct. We're playing chess here. They're still trying to master tic-tac-toe. This is true, gentlemen. And Noradine says this. Shout out to Noradine for the love tonight. Noradine says this. He say, because from where I'm sitting, it seems that when the disaster happens, whether man-made or otherwise, it seems that the men are responding to mitigate and to prevent these disasters. And yet we don't get credit for this, Noradine. It's the men that respond that are the true tornado chasers. It's the men that are doing all this, man. Zeta said, like Kevin Samuel said, go back to their baby daddies. I'm not ruining my life. After all the hard work you guys put in, that's absolutely correct. Let's get ready for the outro, guys. Tomorrow is Friday evening, Friday night drink in hand. I'm glad we were able to get together and see this one. And we did an update on what's going on with Floyd Wallace in Brazil in regards to his incarceration. We'll keep you guys posted on what's going on with that anytime a headline come out. And we're gonna have a good time, man. Let me see what we got scheduled for tomorrow. Let's see what we got scheduled for my oh yeah, tomorrow is gonna be a good one. I got one for tomorrow. Tomorrow is for all you black folks, like you just said, this video with the young lady is 10 years too late. Well, there are white people in the United States now that are tired of white people. There are white people in the United States that are done with the behavior, the embarrassment, even though they still benefit from the system. They acknowledge they're done. You're tired of white women that are saying, I am tired of white men and they BS. I'm tired of being part of this big lie, this big myth. I'm tired. So tomorrow is going to be dedicated to white people acknowledging what truly has happened throughout history and how they no longer want to be a part of it. Now, mind you, I know, right, Kings? Mind you, I usually take what white people say with a grain of salt. Because once they get their ass in them voting booths, all that talking about we down with black people, we down with Latin people, all that putting your life on the line for ICE, somehow just disappears. All that you adopted black babies, and you volunteered in the black community, you volunteered in the Latin community. I understand what they go through. All that sounds good, white people. I'm gonna let y'all speak tomorrow. I kid you not. But everybody knows when it's time to vote, y'all all vote alike. We want to see all this at the voting booth on election nights. We ain't trying to hear all this on TikTok. Anybody can do that. You benefiting from a system every day in which your forefathers set up. It's easy to go on social media and pretend like, I am so sorry for what we did. I bet you are. Prove it with your votes. Vote some minority candidates as your mayors, as your city council members. Vote for more powerful minorities when it comes to the Senate and the House. Press for more minorities as judges. Until we see that take place, white folks, it's like I'm giving the ending of tomorrow's episode, right? Until we see the end of that, white folks, we gonna take what y'all say with a grain of salt. We love you, but we still gonna take what y'all gotta say with an eyebrow up and a grain of salt. And Noradine says this for the last super chat for the night. And thank you guys for supporting by way of Cash App and PayPal as well. He said, majority of the public safety and dangerous jobs are done by men. You don't like that line, that you don't like the lineman, the police officer, is the firefighter, and the military. How about the executive production? I'm just saying. Absolutely correct. We looked at that tonight earlier as well, Noradine. I agree with you 1000%. Have a good evening, gentlemen. We're about to do the outro video. Yep, people vote for their own interests. Sounds good on paper when they try to do it as far as on social media, but when it comes to that voting booth, they vote for themselves. Zeta says, great show, Dre. Shout out to you guys. Great show for us all. He said, great show, Dre. He said, as usual, all you fellas where or wherever you are, buenos dias, good day, or buenas noches, good evening. Stay safe. Adios. Remember, passports up. Yes, sir, U.S. And other things in the rear view mirror. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Fraction Jackson in the building. Appreciate you, brother. Glad to see you here as well. We're about to head out, gentlemen. Let's do some outro videos. I'm doing some new outros for tomorrow, too. Some new outros. I got a couple of them lined up for you. Let's go here. We haven't done this one in a couple weeks.
Vamos a bailar. Ay, la sala está llena de gente, cuerpos sudorosos acá. La pista está hirviendo, pero te destaca, mamá, brillando como una estrella. mira qué bonita está. Escucha el coro, mamita, que te voy a dar. Sandunguera, sandunguera, guarachera, vamos a bailar. Vamos a bailar. Guarachera, vamos a bailar. Ay, siempre un paso para adelante, después un paso para atrás. Ahora te suelto, mamita, muévete con el ritmo que va. Sandunguera, te estoy llamando, mira qué bonita estás. Escucha el coro de nuevo, que te voy a dar. Sandunguera, sandunguera, guarachera, vamos a bailar. Vamos a bailar, vamos a gozar. Sandunguera, guarachera, vamos a bailar. Ay, sandunguera linda, vamos a bailar tú y yo. Ay, qué sabroso. Vamos a bailar, mi nena linda, vamos a gozar. Vamos a gozar. Muévete, sandunguera, vamos a guarachar. Ay, repítelo. Vamos a bailar, mi nena linda, vamos a gozar. Ay, vamos a guarachar, mamá. Sandunguera, vamos a guarachar. Oye, mira, mami, vamos a gozar, vamos a bailar. Vamos a gozar. Juntos tú y yo en la pista, mami. Vamos a guarachar. Ahora estamos tú y yo en la pista. Vamos a gozar. Ay, esa cosa que me hiciste, mami, me gustó. Vamos a guarachar. Muévete bien, chiquita. Vamos a gozar. Mueve tu cuerpo y tu cinturita. Vamos a guarachar. Oye, el ritmo te está llamando ahora. Vamos a gozar. Este ritmo es para guarachar, señora.